Eric is
Now we're
live.
going.
Let's mosey. I'm on Eric's channel. Shut the fuck up, Twitch. And
Then that was all broadcast.
Demonetized.
Who
I
cares?
mean,
Welcome
I'll
back
be
for more
thinking
Star
of
Wars.
something.
Can I?
No.
No, you're not allowed to talk.
Apparently. Well, it's just going to make this game very much less interesting right now.
Or more interesting.
Or more interesting, I might just be doing a crappy job. But to continue on, welcome back to Star Wars. Last session we picked up, everybody had the alarm ringing and deciding what to do. And after deciding quickly, alright, time to just run. They proceeded to make it to the wing of the space station that stored all of the what they considered stealth tech for the ships that they were working on. Getting in there, finding some guards waiting after a bad open volley, and what sounded like droid echoes approaching from behind, they proceeded to have a large firefight until they decided to just get on the ship. During which you all saw a scaly arm randomly sticking out of like a little crack on the ship and firing at people. Scaly. It's sticky, didn't say. Oh well. And assisting you with everything, or at least you assumed assisting since it wasn't firing on you, and getting on board, you all found a Trandoshan named Randall, who was hoping to hitch a ride with all of you, because he had to go to Ethor as well. After getting on and just airlocking the entire wing and evacuating it into space, along with the ship you were all on, you proceeded to find a dock on Coruscant to take some time to, try to mask the ship, its design a little bit, gather supplies, prepare yourselves for the trip to Ethor.
Hot rod flames.
Hot rod flames were involved. After which, you all decided it was time, took off, landed on it, and we'll pick up where we left off with Randall walking off into the jungle before quickly just disappearing and blending in. And you were all deciding what to do.
That's not what he said happened. He said he got taken off by a bird.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No.
I specifically
It was
remember
a joke.
him being like,
Yeah,
Oh.
Eric made a
It
joke
was
about
Rain.
it. I didn't.
It was Rain's joke as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, it was a joke. I didn't actually have him picked up and carried off by a bird.
That'd be
I
horrifying.
thought that was canon.
You were currently at the bottom of not quite the bottom and off a little bit from one of the mountains in the area. I believe Count spun his lightsaber, which he gave me the roll for, and currently it is pointing at the mountain that is near you. But I believe there was other plans happening at the same time.
I mean, Jordan's just gonna scan the area out in front, look back to the party, and say, "If you don't want to die and get lost in this jungle, I suggest you keep up. We can't stay at one spot for too long."
I know
Uh,
people's perception. They've seen the lightsaber where it's pointed to.
Sorcia ate a fruit.
Yeah, associated fruit. I know. I remember.
How's that going for me?
I mean, it's only been a few minutes. You're fine right now.
I'm gonna eat another one.
Johnny's going
Alright,
to.
you're on your third fruit.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Okay.
hell she's doing. Johnny's going to look over a packet and say, you might want to stay in suit while we're here. If your shell gets broken, I don't have a replacement.
Just as like a little head bob before scuttling up and just flattening almost into a fort of your suit.
What does he sound like, Eric? Does he just like make like little movements, or does he have like little beeps like R2-D2?
Matt?
He doesn't make little boops or any like R2-D2. You guys haven't really heard him speak. Besides Chani and Randall, because spoke directly.
Does he make like little?
You hear the little like on harder surfaces you'll hear like the tink 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 because he has fairly pointed legs. It has fairly pointed legs, and sometimes you probably could hear with 20 slight whirs of machinery, but nothing loud. Overall, it's a very quiet one. But given who built it, that's pretty on spot with what you would know.
So no little hums in there or anything.
Nothing that you would normally hear. You only really hear it with like the heavy, strenuous for it moments.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that was important, but I needed to know.
Fair.
Because cute robots are cute.
Cute robots do be cute.
It flattens itself onto a port in Shawnee's, and you'll notice as like something ripples, and it doesn't look like it's there at this point now. It just makes it look like it's another piece of Shawnee's suit continuing down.
I'll give you all about a minute to get prepared for the trip, and after that, we're going. We're not stopping until dusk.
So she's
James
gonna
forgot the
start
difference
filling her
between dawn and
bags.
James
So she's gonna
forgot-
start filling her bags with fruit.
Okay. You can probably gather about 4 fruit that before you get a little rough for squishing stuff.
Is the fruit a juicy fruit, or is it just like a kind of dry fruit?
She is
It
really
tends towards
interested
the
in
juicy
these fruit.
side.
So it can count as water too.
Yeah, like a lot of fruit, it would help with water intake.
Hell yeah. Source just set. Sorsha's also going to kneel down. Is there any mud on the floor around her?
You could probably find some nearby.
She's gonna stick her hands in the mud and she's just gonna like rub it on her face.
Like dragging. You watch as Sorcerer
Oh.
runs over to a muddy patch real quick, runs her fingers into it, splaying them out, and then does like the tribal war paint style, like dragging your fingers from the bridge of your nose and everything down,
She's also gonna put some on her little tentacles.
and then coats the leku on her head.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I had the urge to do that with my paint, and I immediately was just like, nope, bad idea.
Ready for battle.
I think that will help.
Side note, I believe that Sorsha actually blends in with the jungle areas pretty well due to skin color.
Mm-hmm.
Sorsha's gonna like kneel on the ground and she goes, "It helps more than you think," and she's gonna start covering her arms with mud.
You realize
So-
you have like longer sleeves with that outfit you mentioned. Did you?
That's-
No, did you not? I thought you did. Or that might be Chani. I'm gonna use.
I have to.
She's
I have to
she ripped
hazard-
off the sleeves on her arms.
Either way, I'm just gonna coat my sleeves or whatever I have.
You have short sleeves because of the.
Yeah, I'm going to coat my arms with it because I also don't want to smell like myself.
I'm gonna have
Okay.
to hazard the guess that she's never been on a jungle planet.
I don't know
As
what's
someone who
happening,
has-
but I'm trying to ignore it.
As
I'm
someone
gonna
who
start
has
sniffing in the air.
a couple times now, these places aren't nice. Coating yourself in mud isn't going to do you a damn bit of good. They don't
She's gonna,
see
like-
you through heat. They just see you, and they kill you. This planet I've not been to, so I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure there's big, mean, terrifying things.
Drops myself in ice cold water. Try to see my
She's
heat.
going to like. She's gonna look at him with her arms crossed, and she's gonna be like, "I do what I do," and then she's gonna start sniffing in the air again. Can she smell anything?
Make a perception check.
Minute's almost up.
Johnny,
I got nat 20.
lightsaber points toward the mountain.
Okay.
You send order to skip.
You smell trees.
Oddly enough, at natural 20, you have a faint whiff of smoke. Very faint. You don't get a direction, but you do notice it.
She's just gonna like whisper under her breath, "Smoke."
Yeah, people live down here.
So let's start going that way. If all this
What?
is
Am
done.
I audible at all?
No, I heard you.
I just have to wait for you guys to decide on a
I think
direction.
going toward the mountain.
Minute's
So I
not up yet.
I asked Shawnee to send Mortimer to scout, so
yeah, sure, he'll fly out and just
Mortimer is on a lesser range here
Yeah.
due to the lack of anything to help propagate a signal.
eh. But for short range,
you
at the
send
very
him-
least, he can see from a different angle than we can.
Oh yeah, so you're sending him towards the mountain?
Sure, why not?
Well, I didn't know. You just said you're going with Wade Count's direction.
Yeah, so that's in the direction that we're going. Goes up. Looks at things.
All right.
Have
So
a choice
he is
as to whether or not we
scouting.
go that way.
Do I know what way the smoke came from?
Nuh-uh.
No.
No. Directionless.
Damn.
It was just the fact that it was there that you caught. And it was super faint.
Was it sweet smoke or was it like a savory smoke?
It was like a smoke. You didn't have a lot of details. You could barely tell it was there, let alone what kind.
You smelled something burning.
This planet has done something weird to Sorsha.
It's almost
It's
as if she
probably the
randomly ate fruit.
It's more than likely the fruit.
Fully kick in.
Okay, so are you guys are following Mortimer up?
I mean, minutes up, Joran's walking toward the mountain because that's the consensus of people. And if people don't follow him, he's leaving them there.
Okay. Starting towards the mountain, looking at you guys are pretty close to the base. It's not a steep one. It's like a very wide base, despite its height, so it's not extremely steep, which will help out a lot. But you have the option of either the climbing, because you did park near a rock face, so you could either go up that, or you could try to walk around and find an easier way up.
You two
Well, we
with the
have-
grappling hooks. Do you think you can shoot it up there to where we can climb up decently enough? That would be Chani and I
Sorry.
believe Ava has the other grappling hook right now.
What's the height?
And Storsha.
About 200 feet before you get to another area you could possibly stand on.
We also have Mortimer to scout around looking for if we need a good roundabout.
What are you having Mortimer look for? Because how you're asking for to look for depends on what Mortimer rolls.
Anything alive, if he happens to notice it, and pathways and this, that's.
Investigation. Do you have a range limit?
Investigate? Okay. Well, the range limit
Do you
just.
have a range limit? No, like, do you have a risk since you don't want him to go farther than...
I want him to stay out of denser areas until we're going there. Until then, in strong sensor range.
Stay in
Sorsha
strong
wishes to
sensory
start
range.
climbing the
Yeah.
mountain.
Strong
It
sensor
is.
range isn't going to be far here.
I know.
It's, compared to normal, it's probably only going to be roughly 1,000 feet around.
Well, that's still big.
That's big, but compared to what Mortimer can normally do.
Yeah, I know. Investigation?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
being
Is
able to
it-
fly up and then see from 1,000 feet up, extra.
To comment on what Max just said, isn't this basically a sheer rock face?
Sheer, not exactly, but pretty close.
Sorsha's gonna use her amazing acrobatic skills, and she's just going
Um,
to start.
Climbing is an athletic skill.
And her sticky
Yeah.
gloves.
You do have sticky gloves.
I have sticky gloves.
So, sticky gloves technically work on this.
Sticky gloves.
The
I don't know what I
investigation
wrote.
was a 21.
I can stick
Okay.
to a surface for 1 hour.
Yeah, like I said, this counts.
I wish to use that to scale the mountain.
Well, you can scale the face before you get to the top. The mountain's going to take a while, probably longer than an hour.
She's just gonna like go ham. She's just like gonna ignore what they're saying.
Now,
Just-
do you have a way to measure how much time you've used this for?
It's an hour.
No, to keep track of.
Yeah.
Does she have a watch?
Do you,
No, I
Sorsha?
meant her. I meant her, not as Sorsha, as
Oh.
Max, keeping track
Oh.
of this. Because on this planet, batteries matter.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. Save it for some other time. Sorsha's just gonna start climbing
I mean-
the mountain using her normal skills.
You do have
So
a grappling hook.
athletics.
Yeah.
No,
You
she
do?
doesn't.
That,
Do you?
I-
Do I
I
have
thought you
what?
didn't
I
have one.
bought two.
Have what?
A grappling hook.
Yeah, I
Do I
bought
have
two.
grappling?
I didn't keep mine. I gave that one away, and someone else has already asked for one. I was pretty sure it was Sorsha, and I gave the other to Ava.
I have one.
Yeah,
I had to
I'm
check
fairly
my
certain that
sheet.
Sorsha asked for
I'm-
one.
I am very blind right now because my sheet is very tiny.
I'm sorry, I'm looking through my 1,000 notes.
Did you hear
Anyways,
my?
so everybody's trying to climb it. Is anybody else trying to climb it while she checks?
Did you hear my investigation earlier?
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
I am not trying to climb.
Are you just gonna sit at the bottom and watch?
If Sorsha's trying to free
I'm
climb,
waiting for
China's gotta make sure she doesn't fall.
Okay. How so?
Because I can just do that.
I don't think I have. If I have the grappling book, I did not write it down.
I'm pretty sure you're the one who asked me to get it for you. And I bought 2 because I wanted one, and then I'm like, wait, I have a jetpack, I don't need this thing. And I gave
Yeah.
mine away.
It's a possibility that I might have taken it.
To be honest, I could imagine you asking for one because you give me Mabel
What?
energies.
You know,
don't
I
know.
hear that a lot.
Anyways, anybody else
What?
climbing? And how are you going to stop her from falling?
By spider climbing myself next to her so I can grab her.
Okay, I just was curious.
Well-
So, I'm going to assume I do have the grappling hook, and I'm going to use the grappling hook.
I just lost internet there for a second.
Okay, I'll let it slide on this one then.
They can slow or fall if
Do
she
I still
falls.
use my athletic skill?
Grappling hook? No, it doesn't. Grappling hook's different.
Do I have to
I
roll?
assume y'all are going to be climbing as well. And
So
I'm
So
looking
currently,
for the other
Chani and
2.
Sorsha are working their way up.
How does the rock face look in terms of sturdiness?
Rock face is probably wouldn't be your thing, but I mean, it looks like a rock face.
I mean,
Johnny's
does
good
You
for
can make
whatever.
a.
Does it look like solid or does it look like gravelly?
It looks like a solid rock face. It doesn't look like it's made of gravel pieces. I worded that poorly, but it looks more like a solid piece, like slabs, versus small crumbles.
Yes.
Yes.
Like one of those.
Okay, so that's 2
Climbing
people. What's
walls.
everybody else doing?
That's what Joran's asking the party.
I think I'm gonna kind
I
of.
don't know,
just
maybe wait till they get up there and then we get up there.
Well,
Me-
within maybe 40 seconds, they're at the top. They can move pretty quick, remember?
Trisha fast.
Do you see anything?
Do I see anything with my...
See a lot of jungle. Are you looking for something specific?
I'm looking
Danger.
for the smoke.
You can make a perception from here.
I look for smoke. Hold on. I know find smoke. I got 9.
Okay.
You see a lot of jungle.
Real quick, it looks like
A lot of green.
Sorsha's a little bit off her rocker at this point in time. She's looking for things that Chani doesn't know or seem to understand. So, real quick, looking around, does Chani see another way up to where we are, since now we've elevated ourselves?
Specifically where you are, there's one. It might be a little iffy at some points, but you could probably go down around the cliff face and maybe take an extra 20-minute walk to get up here.
Okay. She's going to then type out a message, send it to Count, describing where that area is. And then she's just going to take Sorsha kind of by the shoulders and sit her on a nearby rock and say, "Are you okay?"
Joran,
So
they
it's
have
just
enough-
gonna nod very fast.
Okay,
This feels
just-
really weird to you,
So
Sorsha.
nobody
'cause of
responding
new-
to me.
I did not hear you.
No, like the whole "do you see anything" thing. No, they did not respond. They just kind of
Nope.
looked around
Nothing
and then
audible.
sat down.
Sorsha is just like, she's just out of it.
I will say this would be a bit different for you, a bit more like, as I said, the lightheaded, giddy feeling, because new heavy oxygen environments you guys aren't used to, and to you, because of freshly opened senses, everything feels so much more vibrant and alive than it normally would.
This is a helmet down situation. For now.
Joran, Chani sent us a alternate route if we don't want to climb the face, if you want to take 20 minutes of walking.
Count, actually, for you, this is also very, not as bad as it is for Sorsha, but also the very vibrant, like I said, in the life.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm just gonna climb the wall.
Well,
It's a
climbing it is. Keep everyone together.
If Max is talking to us, she is not hurt.
I'm not talking to you.
She
I'm
muted
sorry.
herself.
Okay, you're fine. I could just hear her really well.
She thought I was making jokes about her asthma, not somebody going from one oxygen level to a higher one.
I mean, I feel you.
So you're gonna climb. Are you gonna use grappling hook or just try to freehand climb like a child?
I'm not gonna risk that because knowing my clumsy ass, I'd probably fall.
Can Sorsha throw her grappling hook?
Sorsha, no.
Grappling
Just
hook only has
sit
about
there.
60 feet.
I got it. Trust me. Can I have it?
Just gonna hand it to Johnny.
Okay. Don't
Count to
move
this.
while I'm
Accidentally
away.
hit somebody.
Okay?
Yeah, I can climb. If I fall, I can catch myself.
If you fall, I can catch you as well, but that's beside the point.
So your climbing count?
Everybody's climbing.
Athletics
me.
checks. Okay, then you don't. Athletics checks
I'm
if you wish to
flying.
climb.
I mean, I'm using my grappling hook.
Then you don't have to make one. Just count.
Okay.
19.
All right. So Jordan, you fly right up. You're faster than them, obviously, unless you're keeping pace.
Yeah, it'll probably use a cell.
No.
Oh shit, then nah.
Keeping pace probably won't use a cell. You gotta remember, it's 200 feet, but you guys are all excellent fitness.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep pace.
So
then.
the slowest person technically would have been Count, but he's nearly keeping pace with Eva with the grappling hook. A little bit behind, but then Eva reaches the top first, but not far behind. Count clambers up the mountain face pretty well.
I just land and turn the jetpack off.
Sorsha wants to cheer Count on.
He's
Well,
at
that's
the
no experience.
top. Okay.
Give Sorsha back her harpoon gun. Or grappling hook.
Yeah, it's not part of
Okay.
the harpoon gun yet.
I have story time when we go on break. Please, someone remind me to tell the story of my friends trying to climb a wall in another game.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Okay.
I remember this. Anyways, continuing on, what are you guys gonna do? Keep heading up?
Maintain course. Mortimer keeping a lookout.
Alright, we'll just keep a
I'm
lookout.
gonna let
Are you
them-
going like mountain peak top or like somewhere specifically on the mountain side?
How far up is it to the rest of the mountain, like the top?
The very top? Walking and looking at the distance, you could probably guess it'd be a majority of the day to make it to the top.
Are we
If
wanting to go
not
all the way
into the
up,
next day.
or
If not into the next day, depending on how things go.
that's a long trek, and then it's going to be even more pain in the ass to get back down.
Well, that is the kind of place one would probably put a temple, unless it's in a cave somewhere nearby.
I mean, no. Fair point, I guess, but it's also a great vantage point. I'm just making sure that you want to do this. This is not an easy trek.
It sounds like we should be okay. Hopefully.
Then get to it. That's all I can tell you.
Sorsha climbs the mountain.
I want Jordan, since you're leading, to make a general survival check, and everybody else just the general athletics to see how they handle rough terrain going up, you know?
It'll be a 21.
9.
For the survival?
Ooh,
What the hell?
Okay.
Hello.
what the fuck?
That
I'm sorry, what was that?
was a phone ringing.
You said we're
Social
making
falls.
athletics check?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, athletics, it's a rough terrain going up. Just see how you guys handle it throughout the day.
15 for count.
Okay?
Athletics, babe.
I know, I'm forgetting which one's which at the moment.
It's the only one under strength.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're
I
proficient in
don't
it,
even
so it's a plus
see
8.
I'm either blind or stupid, but I don't see my. Wait, no, never mind. I saw it. I couldn't find my stuff.
Chani?
You're both blind and stupid.
I
Plot
got an
twist.
18.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm also in my mech suit, and if it helps.
8, 10. 8, 10, 15, and then my wife said I didn't hear.
18.
Well, yours is 8?
No, mine isn't. Mine is 20. My survival's 21. But your
No, I asked you to
your
make it general
girlfriend.
athletics with everything else too. Yeah, she got a 9. She told me.
Yeah. Oh, she got a 9. My bad. Okay. Athletics.
But yeah, you
Yeah.
need to make the athletics too because you're hiking.
My
with them.
athletics will be 17. Yeah.
Okay.
The survival will
So
be 20.
everybody's doing pretty good,
Wait.
and Chani's like lagging at the back of the group. Everybody as this hike starts, and going throughout the day, and Sorsha starts to drag behind even more. And at one point, Sorsha, you see a new fruit.
Sorsha must try to reach for the fruit.
I mean, it's within reach.
Sorsha reaches for the fruit.
Can somebody stop her?
Lacking backwards,
Go
only
learn.
Chani would probably notice.
Sorsha, what are you?
She has the fruit in her hand.
She's like putting it up to her mouth, like looking at Johnny dead in the eye.
Now, before you do that, let's just talk. And then chomp, right?
Yeah.
With the new fruit, make a Constitution check. Save. Constitution save. For like everybody else's sake, for Chani's sake mainly, what she pulled out was like mostly in a ball, but that has like little like rough like spikes. Not actually spiky, but like rounded spikes coming off.
14.
Okay, so collars are a lot brighter.
That doesn't mean very good for me.
Collars are a lot brighter right now, and the sounds are a lot more intriguing and exotic. Johnny, her pupils have dilated.
Oh
Sorsha's
boy.
high.
Sorsha, come here. Come here.
Johnny's
Yeah.
suit has never looked so.
Sorsha wants to
Robert is
touch
having
the suit.
issues, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Sorsha, come here.
Sorsha's gonna touch Chani. She's gonna stroke her suit.
Okay,
Oh, that sounded
just
okay.
Yep.
take my hand, and let's go.
Sorsh, where are we going? Where are we going?
Don't lag behind
Yeah.
back there.
I'm on it. We're going to a place where people go. You'll like it. Trust me. Come on.
Oh, we're gonna die?
No. Where
What?
did you hear that from?
You hear a
gonna
screech
cry.
respond.
What is happening back there?
Come on, Sorsha.
Sorsha's gonna follow her, but she's gonna cry.
It's okay.
Oh my
Being
god.
loud probably isn't the best idea.
So
What's up,
at
Robert?
this point, you guys have
What's
all
not the
probably
best
looked
idea?
back, and Source just kind of like I was like holding Chani's hand and being drugged, and just kind of like head lolling and wandering.
Do I see any more fruit?
If she starts to
Perception
run
at
off, I'm
disadvantage.
adhering my feet to the ground.
What?
At disadvantage because you are not sure.
Make a what?
Perception.
9.
You do not see any fruit.
She's gonna take a fruit out of her backpack and she's gonna eat that.
Okay, you're at 4 of those fruits.
But now it tastes like amazing. Like it's the best fruit she's
There's
ever had
a
in her
there's a
life.
whole new layer of flavoring that you had not seen before.
It's amazing.
And yes, I said see, and you are seeing flavors right now.
She's like, Chani, you need Chani.
I'm right here.
Oh my god! You have to try this.
Not eat that fruit.
Eat the fruit.
This is the smooth
Good
one that didn't
Jesus!
have any problems right now.
Okay. This fruit right here.
She's gonna hand her the fruit that she took a bite out of.
The spiky one?
No, the one that I was eating from the backpack.
Okay.
I'm keeping the rest of the spiky one for later.
Oh my god, no.
You got
Somebody
about
take
half.
that from her.
All right. I'm just gonna munch on this as we travel. Is that okay? Sorsha?
She's not paying any attention anymore, I think.
She's out of. She doesn't care anymore.
All right, so let's keep going.
Continuing up the mountainside with this
And
happening
I
now.
thought the main problem I was gonna have to worry with was gonna be the wildlife. Oh, how I was wrong.
Arguably, you're right.
We are the
Yeah.
wildlife.
You guys see some, like, for our sake of description, some like toucan-like birds, but the collars would be different. Beaks, it's a bit bigger. Some weird snakes slithering through the canopies on this heavy. Not very many of them are on the ground. Not very many things you guys run into are on the ground, besides small lizard-like creatures and like that.
How close is the bird to me?
Oh, it's well out of reach. It's flying up high.
Damn it.
We're gonna take a bite out of the bird too.
Keep
No,
an eye
I
on how
want
many there.
Bird.
Keep an eye on how many of these lizards there are running around. They're probably going to be the easiest food source if things get rough.
Oh.
Swisher's
alrighty.
gonna be like, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's the fruit. This one.
He's ignoring her.
That's fair.
I would too.
She's gonna throw a rock at the back of his head.
Why?
Make a dexterity at disadvantage.
Me or her?
Check. Her.
Okay.
Just straight dot modifier.
19.
You guys all hear ping.
Johnny, if she does that again, trank her.
Oh my god!
We
It's
do
okay,
not
Sorsha.
need-
It's okay.
Swisher's gonna laugh and she's gonna pick up another rock.
I'm just gonna go over there and take the go over there and put her hands to her side, be like, no, no, no.
Swisher's just gonna die laughing.
Okay, so she has 2 escorts now.
Eva, help me carry her. I have a feeling she's going to squirm.
I mean, I don't. If you want her to be carried, I can just carry her myself.
I was offering help, but fine.
Swisher's gonna squirm and she's gonna scream at the top of her lungs.
Okay. Guess. Nope. No
All
carry.
right.
All right.
We are trying to not get caught here. If she doesn't shut up in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to trank her.
I don't have anything
trank
potent
you.
enough.
Can
You
you,
don't
like
have
just
drinks.
You don't know that!
put? Can you take the fruit she gave you and just put it back in your mouth?
What?
No.
Ag her.
Everything just what? Oh, never
We
mind.
need to be quiet. We're not supposed to be here, remember?
Yes, gag her or
Sounds will
something.
travel from this mountaintop all the way down. Anything and anyone down there will hear us.
But you're talking.
I'm not screaming.
You mean man, you're talking, mean man.
That's fine.
Just put up with it. As long as we can keep moving, we're making progress. Just don't let her run off somewhere. Before we actually find and go into anywhere that's going to ruin our lives, maybe we can get her to sober up a bit. Until then, though, let's just keep moving, okay?
I'm getting fucking Gamzee vibes. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
Count
All right.
anything from the force picking up as we get closer to the top of this.
So continuing up.
Anything, Matt, for that? What Jordan just asked?
Make a perception check as you go up, so we'll use that throughout the day for you.
18.
Okay. At the moment he asks you, no, nothing. Nothing besides the standard life.
Does Sorsha feel anything?
Source is feeling a lot of things right now.
Yeah, but does she feel anything that she should verbalize to the group?
I'll let you do the same, but you're at disadvantage because you're still high as hell.
What am I rolling for?
Perception at disadvantage.
Okay.
Nothing yet.
Colors
John.
are twirling.
Just keep me posted, please.
Will do.
I don't want something
I got a
sneaking
10.
up on me.
No,
Damn.
you found a new collar. At least you think it's a new collar.
Johnny. 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 Johnny.
Sorsha!
Look.
You're on Eva's back right now.
I know.
Okay.
Look. And she's gonna point up at some random point in the sky, and she's gonna be like, "It's a collar. It's a collar. I've never. It's beautiful.
Oh my god.
Hey Matt, we got more storms coming in from the ports. Lightning.
Fun.
I hear the lightning.
Yeah, same now. Alright, duly noted. So if signal goes bad, that's why it is. Anyways, continuing up the mountain throughout the day, it goes fairly well. You don't really have a good sense of time here because you guys haven't been here and landed here. So you don't
I'm just
know
going by the
roughly what
clock
time
that I
it
had on the
is.
tech pad. That's about it.
Fair.
Or you know,
Tech
you
pad
could
though
use
is a
the
little
sun.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tech pad is a little off though because of what it's set for.
Yeah, of course.
Continuing up the mountain. After what you guys probably guess about 2 or 3 hours of travel. You come across a bit of a river. It's
On-
not huge, but it's running down.
On a
And it's
mountain.
moving fairly quick. Yeah, rivers start in mountains a lot of times.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it's going down the side.
If any of
Pretty
you need a
quick.
drink, 9 times out of 10, this is gonna be the purest water you can get.
Sorsha's gonna sneak a bite of her spiky fruit.
Oh my god.
Okay. Make another constitution
mean,
save.
Is that even capable with her on my
13.
back?
She's not restrained. She's just grappled.
What?
13.
Sadly.
Okay.
Okay, but she said sneak a bite, and it's just like, how can I not notice?
Oh, you'll notice.
You have
Sort of
worse things to
extra
you have
sneaky.
worse things to deal with. It's very possible.
Anyway, again, if any of you, and I do mean any of you, need a drink right now, you may not get a chance for a little while longer. And this is probably the
So it's
best you're
just-
gonna get.
Sorsha's gonna try to wiggle out of Eva's arms to go to the river.
Okay.
If you want down, just tell me. Oh god, don't make me drop
Just
you.
like oil, like because of the mud, just like eel slithers off of your back and down onto the
God.
ground.
She's gonna
Don't
like
wanna
continue
drop
to
you.
slither into the river.
Well, into it.
Into the river.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Grab her ankles.
Grab her.
Okay, you guys can grab her ankles before she gets into it. But your face is in the water right now.
I'm gonna drag her backwards.
Okay.
Just God, Jesus Christ!
Can I make a perception check back down toward, like, the wooded area we came from?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Just general signs that
Entities?
anybody might have heard us or anything might have heard us and moving toward us.
Okay, make one.
I'm
19
just
total.
gonna, you know, instead bridal carry you, because apparently you being on my back is not a good idea.
Sorsha's just gonna hug her, and she's gonna rest her head on her shoulder, and she's like, "You're a nice lady."
From here in the distance, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. It's just animals milling around, things like
Well,
that.
I mean, I am
Count-
using my scope as well.
Count as I
Still
get
don't
ready.
come across anything more than animals. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing seems to be like heading this way with any intent.
Okay.
Joran is right.
Um,
We probably should hydrate.
Are you having? You said you're having Mortimer.
Mortimer.
I can't say names today. Mortimer hover at like your edge of your strong signal area. Correct.
Is
Eric?
Eric still here?
If he's saying
Eric?
something, we can't hear him.
Yeah.
Eric?
That's rare. He's here. He's not
Nani?
muted.
Apologies.
Message in chat.
What's up?
Okay.
Apologies.
I was just asking. You said you were having Mortimer continue on to like edge of strong range, right?
Yeah.
Mortimer will
Safe
give you, like, a
distance
little
anyway.
Video clip. Sitting above, send you back a little clip video,
Smells good. Smell
and you have like a highlighted bit where it looks like somebody's leg before they disappear off into the foliage.
Define leg.
Like a normal, in this case, human leg.
Clothed.
it.
Yes.
Nice,
Okay.
Rough clothing, like very raggedy, like not professionally made, but it's still there.
Okay, so like a settler probably. Okay, understood.
I immediately thought of like old Victorian hobo.
Howdy, pilgrims.
Are you guys gonna try and cross the river, or go up a different way to
So
go with
who's
it?
who? Obviously, Matt is Matt. James is James.
Yes, Matt is Matt.
But probably not the Matt you know.
How large is
I don't
the
know. I think if this is who I think it is, she knows me. But I don't know the voice now. But how large is the river? Across, probably about 80 feet. It's fairly wide for a mountainside, but not for a full river.
Twitch
It's
is
more of
gonna,
a like a tributary at this point, I should say.
How
Twitch is
close
gonna
is it to?
whisper in Eva's ear, "Throw me."
Want to try it?
No!
How close
Throw
is it to
me.
dusk?
Right now, it's only been about 2 to 3 hours. The sun is still up and bright.
Just like, oh my god.
I suggest we follow this up. Trying to get across it
It's
would
probably
be
not the worst thing you've had.
ill-advised. Follow this up. Hope we find its starting point and go around it from there. And by the time we get to that point, it'll probably be a good camping spot. And camping near water is always best.
Okay, so if I get this right, Chani can recharge power cells, right?
So can I.
So what if you just jetpack us across one at a time?
I could. As long as you stay still, yes, I could. I'm just saying, we could also find...
Say, everyone suspiciously looking over at Sorsha at the same time.
Throw me.
If she gets too squirmy, I will drop her.
Do you actually have a trank dart?
I thought I had it. What?
Eva's
won't
like
like my
bread
strength
carrying
card.
me.
Okay, so we don't actually have 2 trank darts. So we don't have anything that's strong enough to take her down. I mean, unless we get it
I
real good.
do.
I have one thing.
Huh?
She might we might be able to convince her to go with it.
At this point, every option, huh?
Let's get someone across first. Let's get Ava across first.
Okay, so you're
And then-
continuing the rough angular across the river circling motion you guys are doing.
Let's get Ava across and then Sorsha so Ava can hold her down.
Alright.
Okay.
Sound good to everyone?
You good with that? And I'll look at Ava.
I mean, yeah. If you
You're gonna
guys
be in
can
very close
keep an
proximity
eye
to
on
me
her.
for a decent while.
Okay.
I mean, it's only about 15 seconds to get across. Like I said,
Yes,
80
but from
feet.
every intention, she doesn't like being close to me. And 15 seconds in reality is actively quite long.
Wait. So Doran's gonna carry Sorsha across.
We'll
I'm
find
gonna
out.
carry everyone across.
Okay.
It's not that I don't like being near you, or specifically Eva doesn't like being near Dorn. It's more of you just irritate her with your attitude.
And that's whatever. Are you good?
Yeah, that's fine as long as you were capable of handling her when it comes to it.
I'm not going to be the one handling her in the long term.
Yes, but I meant okay, whatever.
Put her down and let's fly.
Johnny.
Can't you take one
I
sec?
guess. Oh
Yep.
God. Okay. I hand her Ooh, name.
Hand Sorcerer to
hit.
Chani and count, and
Yeah.
we fly.
Yes.
Hold on tight. You wiggle too much and I will drop you.
I mean. Okay.
3, 2, 1, and goes.
Okay, quickly enough, you guys can get across. It's not too hard.
I'm very calm about it anyway, so.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm not looking to freak
So
you out.
Sorsha,
That's why I did a countdown.
we're gonna get you across the river. You're gonna be like a pretty bird in the sky, okay?
Sorcerer goes, I'm a football.
Okay. Okay, you want to be a football? Okay.
I'm a football.
Oh my
tuck your
God! Don't
arms
do
in.
that.
Tuck your arms in.
Tucks it.
All right. All right. Now pretend you're a football, okay?
I'm a football.
Okay. Footballs can't move, okay? All right. Footballs don't move except when
But
people.
she's gonna
pick
hold
them
her
up.
breath.
Oh my God!
You're not there.
I'm gonna hold
Alright.
my breath.
Joran, she's yours.
How long can I hold my breath for?
We're about to find out.
Roll.
Constitution modifier?
3 seconds?
1 minute
No, one
plus Constitution modifier.
So 4 minutes.
Okay.
If you have a
Oh my
you have a
God,
plus
that's
3,
long.
right?
Yeah.
You got 4 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hold my breath as long as I can before I pass out.
Just
Oh my God!
awkwardly picks her up in some weird awkward way, flies her over, drops her in Eva's lap, and goes, "It's your problem now."
Can I just
across
look at
the
you?
river.
You know, I was gonna
Um,
use the force, but somehow that worked instead.
She's still football.
I'll take it.
Still football.
Why are you holding your breath?
She can't let out her air. She'll die.
Big eyes just look up at Eva.
Remember, footballs can't speak. Anyways, on the other side of the river.
Wait, I'm green. What color do I turn whenever I'm suffocating?
You'll find out, won't you?
Okay.
I mean, I have a solution for this, but I'll wait.
Count, do you want to go or shall I? I guess I'll go.
Either or, doesn't matter.
I'll go.
So I'm gonna look Chani up and down for a moment.
What?
How much does that suit weigh?
Not as much as you think it does.
That's weird.
How much?
Trust me, you'll be fine.
Ooh, bitch.
They're not answering his question, so he's literally just gonna put his hands on both of her hips and pick her up, and see if he can.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's
Enjoying
fine.
yourself?
Sexual
You didn't answer my
harassment.
que- You didn't answer my question, so I answered it myself. Hold on.
Right.
And then he'll fly across.
Okay. I just think Chani's just sitting there like arms crossed with right, and you just have hands
Yeah,
on
pretty
hips
much.
still.
Pretty much.
That's my current picture, at least.
15.
You get over there.
So
she's
that's
still
one
not
power
breathing.
cell.
Yeah, I have a solution for that.
I'm just letting
Count
Chani know that he gets over there, and she's still not breathing. Jordan, you take back off. After dropping Chani.
No, after. Actually,
Oh.
yeah, no. After the one, I'd have to change out a power cell and put another one.
Nope, remember it can hold 10 for 10 minutes at a time.
Oh, you're right. I thought I had to change it out every one. You right.
No. It holds 10 power cells, so you have 10 minutes of continuous
Yeah,
flight.
I
if they're
forgot,
all
I
charged.
forgot.
That
I
would
haven't
be,
used this thing in forever, dude.
I know. I'm just reminding you because
No.
of that.
that would be
But,
horrifically
right.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
Can I do a thing real quick?
You could try while Jordan's on the
I
way
mean-
back.
Yeah, I'm flying fucking Fat Boy over, so.
Easiest way to cause somebody to breathe when they're not breathing is balling up your hands together, intertwining your fingers, and just lightly but hard enough, just right on their what's it called? Where do I hit you when we're James?
I don't
Solar
know.
plexus.
If,
That's
if you're
currently
talking
covered
about-
by her knees as she's balled up.
And that's how Sorsha
Mm.
breaks all her ribs.
You can
Then I
literally
can
just
just
slap
push
them
on
on the
her
back
legs.
really hard.
I mean, that'll work.
That's how you cause
Um,
people to cough.
Ava, tell her she's not a football anymore.
Can I hear him?
I mean, now you can.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even before, it would be like he'd have to shout, but you could catch what he's saying.
Okay. You're not a football.
I need to be persuaded.
Sorsha, you're not actually a football. I need you to get up and walk along with us to where we need to go, okay?
I don't know. I prefer it this way.
Do I still
So
need to
you've
roll?
already
Stop.
started giggling, and you also
stop.
know the footballs don't giggle, so you're no longer a football, I don't think.
Sorsha's just gonna like look at her hands, and she's gonna look up, and she's gonna be like, "Am I a person?
Yes.
What am I?
You're a Thorsha.
Identity crisis."
You're a Sorsha, that's what you are.
I'm a Sorsha.
I'm going to pose this question to the rest of you that are lucid enough to pay attention. Are we going to camp here for a little while, try to find a little bit of food, rest up, and stay near the water, or are we going to continue on? Again, you may not find water for a while.
I mean, we could easily just pack up a little bit of water if we have anything we could use.
Well, looking around, do we
You have-
see any more of those damn fruits?
Sorsha's
Oh, there's
gonna,
plenty of fruits around. Like, there's a lot of like things that look like they could be fruit. It's a little odd right now. Nobody's been to Ethor before.
Sorsha's gonna take off her boot, and she's gonna fill it with water.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
no!
Jordan, how long are the days here? Can you check that?
I'm just gonna grab the boot and
Looks up,
empty it.
looks up near where the sun is. It's been a couple hours. We got here not in
It
morning
hasn't
time.
moved.
It hasn't
It
moved.
hasn't
Long.
It has not hardly moved at all.
It looks very long to me.
You guys came
We've been
in
here
where the
for-
sun was about up top, like the middle of the sky, is when you came
Yeah.
in,
It
and
was
it's barely moved.
it was roughly noon when we got here. We've been here for hours, and it hasn't moved an inch nearly at all.
Okay,
Well,
so
only the days are very long here.
So are the nights.
Am I a football?
Anyways,
Anyway,
what are you guys doing here?
that's what he's asking the party.
it seems that we
Sorsha's
have a
going
lot
to
of...
drink from her boot.
Let's
I
just...
emptied it.
Aww. No, she's going to try to drink from her empty boot.
Joran, get over here. Help me grab some water things just in case we need it. I know we need to keep moving. I don't want to leave her in a place she can grab more fruit.
There's no more spiky fruit right now.
She doesn't entirely know what they all do.
There's plenty of fruit around, but most of them are those round ones that she was eating before that didn't cause anything. That you know of.
Well, to be frank,
I've eaten 4 of those now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm only posing that question is because this is one of the best spots you're gonna get at this moment. If you want to continue on, that's fine. I'm just making sure that you know. These places aren't fun.
Yeah, tell me about it. We'll make do. Come on. Let's gather some stuff and get going.
I mean,
Fine.
I think it would be a good idea to rest up at least a little, catch some energy.
The main reason I said we rest up as he's helping her gather water is for the thing you have.
Yeah. Fair.
To get her
Thing.
out of whatever that is, and lucid and ready for anything. Because right now,
Sorsha-
they're not.
Sorsha's gonna look around. She's gonna be like, "Thing,
Do,
All right.
Sorsha."
do get her. Do get her
I-
some water. Maybe
We're
splash her
gathering
in the
enough
face
water
with
for
it.
everyone.
I have something I can try. I haven't done it before, but it should be similar to the healing.
Good luck.
Smack me in the face.
If that works. If not, I might just make her take a nap.
I'll
Nighty
Count will put his
night.
hand on her forehead, and I'll use the Lind Aid feature, which I normally just use for 8 hit points, but I can neutralize a poison or disease.
Okay, Sorsha, the colors suddenly dim back to what you know was normal.
Sorsha's gonna
The
blink.
sounds are back to like screeching, bugs, birds,
She's gonna blink, and she's gonna look around.
and everybody and Count right in front of her. You watch her pupils drift back to normal.
I think
Oh, thank God.
I think I did it.
Did what?
Are you still a football?
Why would I be a football?
It worked.
All right. Thank God, because I was half tempted to make her take a nap.
Define make and nap.
You should dry out your boot, Sorsha.
Yeah.
She's gonna smell her boot, and she's gonna be like, "Ew."
Yeah, it don't smell great. It smells pretty bad. What is that?
What is what?
I keep hearing like it sounds like somebody's like blowing wind in their mic.
That is what we hear when your microphone is angry.
Ah.
Except worse and louder. That is my
And
wife.
constant.
She is using a earbud microphone, and it is moving around a lot. And that's what happens when it rubs across fabric.
I also dropped it.
Don't do that.
That helps.
Suck. Shut up, James. Oh my God, I almost called you my sister. I'm gonna cry.
Anyway, gathering up water and assumingly continuing on.
Well, if everyone wants to rest for a few minutes just to catch their breath. Reorient the situation with Sorsha there. Gives Mortimer more time to look around.
At least
Sorsha's
a
gonna
little bit.
put her hands on her tummy, and she's gonna be like, "I'm hungry, guys."
Oh my God. Did we even take the spiky fruit from her, or does she still have it in her possession?
I should have it.
Secrets. No.
That's not the one you handed to me?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
damn.
No,
She handed you a smooth one.
I handed you the smooth one.
And now for the vodka.
If you're gonna eat
Can I
anything,
put two and two
don't-
together and assume that it was the fucking spiky fruit?
No.
You're a fairly intelligent guy,
I've
but
had
you also weren't paying
separated
attention to what she
and
ate at the
stirred.
time.
The
Only
only
really
one that
Shawnee
would
was paying attention
probably-
to what she was
yeah.
eating.
Fair. This is
And
why I asked.
even Eva just saw her eat a fruit. She doesn't even know what that fruit did
Yeah,
because she
it
was
just
already
like-
high as hell.
Count, how many times can you do that thing you just did to her?
I can do it a handful of times.
Be prepared. He'll pull his helmet off, go over to one of the round, smooth fruits that are around, pick it up, and take a bite.
It's not bad. It's got plenty of like what feels like water in it. It's fairly sweet.
Sorsha's just gonna look at him like he's dumb and be like, "I have those."
Texture similar to think of an orange.
Okay. It's not these. These are actually rather tasty, in fact.
I don't think so. That's gone.
Max is gone. If she's talking, we can't hear her.
She's getting off and getting back on.
We consume the smooth fruit.
Same as before. It's not bad. It's oddly reminiscent of what we would know of as an orange.
Yeah. That's
And
fine.
you guys
God,
actually
I
probably
hate
would have had oranges, but it's similar texture, but very different flavor.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hate
These ones are
oranges.
fine to eat. The others, if there must have been more somewhere. I don't know. I would hazard a thing of checking her over, but she's lucid now. Ugh.
Special mountain fruit.
Anyway,
In all
these are
fairness,
fine.
here, Sorsha, I'm pretty sure that we're heading towards something that might play with your mind enough on its own. We probably don't need anything extra until we get there.
It doesn't need assistance.
I didn't need help. I didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't say you did. It's just now that we know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sure sounded like you were blaming me.
No, no,
She's all
no.
cross her off.
They may not, but I will. Don't pick up
Mom's
random
mad
shit
at
and
me.
eat it.
Mom's mad at me. I can't deal with mom being mad at me.
Mom?
Why is Jordan mom?
I don't know.
Jordan's not mom. Jordan's not
Um,
mom. That's dumb.
No, he's more of an asshole, but I digress.
Jordan's just gonna put his helmet back on and say under his breath, "Mandalore, help me."
You know, I've been with a decent amount of bounty hunters. This is by far the strangest group I've been with. And normally I'm the weird one.
This group should not have survived as long as it has. It's frankly a miracle.
Nah, we do fine.
Side note, Chani, you are very uncomfortable right now. Everybody else, oh no, yours is a full environment suit. Shit, Chani's comfortable as hell. Everyone else, it's a very sweltering hot and humid heat.
Ha.
I mean,
Chani has air conditioning in her suit.
Jordan's used to it. It's fine.
Definitely bring water
I've been trained.
and these fruits.
Hey, yeah, you guys may have been trained, but it's just pointing out this is what you're at.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's heavy sweating time.
Oh yeah, no. Humid heat is worst heat, but
Trust me.
You see some fun birds swimming up the water, up the stream. So.
Jordan aims his harpoon at one of them. I'll wait. It'd be annoying to get it out of the water.
I could lightning the water.
Are you gonna get it out of the water?
I
I
could
mean, if
pull it
it's
out.
already dead in the water.
Side note, I don't think you can. It's on the far shore area.
Depends on how close the fish is.
It's not a fish. It's a bird.
Oh, I thought Matt said fish.
Nope. The birds are swimming around on the far shore.
I'm
Birds are
sorry,
swimming.
what?
There are waterfowl
we-
swimming around on the far shore.
Are we staring at penguins?
No,
No. Ducks?
waterfowl. Yeah, like ducks, geese. That's waterfowl as well.
The rare but real
Swans.
jungle
Okay,
penguin.
but the first thing that came to my mind was penguins.
Oh my god.
But
Anyway.
I've never considered, are penguins waterfowl?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that.
Hi, Mimi.
Penguins are flightless birds, and they love the water. Technically, they are
Fair.
waterfowl.
Anyways, are you guys having a rest? Or are you continuing on? That seemed to be the big discussion.
Shawnee voted for continuing on. Jordan asked. Ava wanted to continue on. Rest. I'm sorry. Sorsha hasn't said shit, and Count has not said shit.
I said we
No
should. I
count.
said just.
Yeah,
Count said just
but
get
I
water.
was
Fair.
I was just recommending rest for energy. But if everybody's fine, then it's just like I guess we don't need any energy right now.
Sorsha could care less. Sorsha just is Sorsha.
We have fruits.
Sorsha has fruit now. Sorsha's fine.
Be sure you people realize that this fruit, and only this one right now, is safe to eat.
That
Grab
you
a couple
know
of them. Don't make it ominous.
That's the point.
Is Sorsha
Sorsha.
gonna die of dysentery?
Dysentery? Maybe.
I'm sorry, what?
We'll find out.
This
Don't
is the
say
Oregon
big-
Trail all over again.
Don't say big words around a stupid person.
Dysentery is the shitting disease. You can't stop shitting and you die from it.
Oh.
You
What
technically
the
die of
heck?
dehydration, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Let's.
continuing on then.
Yeah.
You didn't say yes or no. Will you stop playing with my straw like that? You're gonna break it.
Anyway,
What?
continuing on then.
Me.
Sure.
So you guys will continue up the day. It'll honestly be climbing throughout. It's a mostly uneventful day. Not a lot happens, but it's a lot of hard climbing up, even if it's at a slight slant, because the ground's slippery. Trip over plants, tree roots, things like that. Small critters randomly shoot up through the undergrowth, knocking you around or slipping up on them. Nothing
Fucking-
terribly mean. At one point, a snake slithers out and hisses at you guys, but then it moves on.
Yeah. If it looked like it was about to go to strike, I was gonna shoot it.
Nah, it was still about 10 feet off. It just hissed at you, like reared back and hissed at you guys, and then when nobody moved, it moved on.
Sorsha hisses back.
It still moves on. It was probably about
That's
7 feet long. Nothing huge.
Those also are not bad eating.
Okay.
You guys are probably nearing towards the end of the day. The sun's actually going to start finally going down, and you're probably about at the 10-hour mark climbing for the day. You're about 3/4 of the way up. And close to the evening when you're getting up there, Joran's leading. What's the order count for everybody else?
Counter goes.
Are you guys like kind of like in a line, kind of wandering about? Loose group? How you guys doing this?
I
There's
would
no good
imagine-
trails to say single file.
Joran would love it if people would stay more tightly packed in a line, but he knows that that's nearly impossible.
Count is actually trying to stay near Joran behind him, letting him
Yeah, like,
like
in a
10,
group.
15 feet behind, let him see what's good to go, and then go behind him.
I'm trying to stay in like the far back just in case like somebody falls and I have to like help.
I'll be fourth.
Anything.
So from what I hear, it's Joran,
Mostly all
Count, Sorsha, Shawnee, Ava is the order.
Sorsha's going to pretend
Oh my
to
God.
fall.
Oh, that's my phone in here.
No,
It's not
my
like I'm getting
lord.
messages anyways.
I mean,
Are you?
when I say climb a mountain, you guys, it's not like definitely
we're
like
hiking.
God, you're gonna scream back. You are like hiking, so if you fell,
Yeah.
you still wouldn't roll very far.
Well, I know she's going to pretend to fall because she wants Eva to carry her.
Okay,
Oh,
you
Oh my
watch,
lord.
you see Sorsha fall.
are you all right?
Are you?
Oh no, my knee!
That's a performance
Is it-
roll if I've ever heard one.
I was going to ask if the evil wants to contest that.
Yes, but no. At the like,
At this
I want to
point,
be suspicious, so
Roll.
I'm just kind of like.
Performance roll, Max. Insight for Eva.
21.
Insight is a wisdom stat, babe.
at this point, I think it's whatever
I
it takes to
know.
keep the group moving.
Yep,
Hey.
22.
Hey. God damn it.
it was a pratfall.
Okay, so
She's faking.
Joran, what do you think the best method of fire is here?
Smokeless, preferably. Anything else is fine.
All the
What-
green
what-
stuff.
It
Won't,
is.
won't everything here, since it looks like it's wet and humid, make a lot of smoke though? Or am
Yes.
I wrong?
There may be a couple things around that'll be smokeless, but for the most part,
Hope,
you're
what are you
mostly
doing?
right.
Yeah, because it's beating repeatedly.
Yeah, babe, stop.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know either. Sit still.
I mostly am.
Then get rid of the fucking headset microphone or move it away from you.
You
Because
I
it's making
have
a lot of noise.
I have solution. I have solution.
Solution.
Anyways,
you guys mentioned
as
fire.
you guys are
I
talking,
have.
Count, you need to make a dexterity save.
Oh no.
Oh
Never
no.
mind.
Solution.
Get off the force power page and
Amazing.
back on my page.
I'm just gonna kind of.
23.
You step your foot down, and you feel something. You just look at it, catches your eye, you realize that's a snare. And as you put one foot down, you basically just fall backwards onto the other one and move your foot back as it snaps shut and goes up to the tree.
Oh, great.
Hey, look. Hunters.
Yeah. Fuck.
Depending on how well this goes, they probably know the ways to some strange landmarks somewhere nearby.
We're not supposed to be here. They live here.
They
You
also
know
can
this
never
is one of the
leave.
unexplored continents, just to throw it out there.
Does it look like it's made of metal, or is it like all natural?
Oh no, it's like viney. It's like vines twirled and twisted together, knotted into a rope, like.
This
This
could turn
is-
into Maya versus Conquistadors times 1,000.
Any chance they're cannibals?
Possibly. Let's
You know what?
try not to find out.
Maybe.
Did they see us?
It was just a snare.
Oh.
We can assume that they're going to check their traps soon, though.
Can I make a
Can we
survival
reset
to
it?
reset it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
It's a 19 on the die.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a hard thing. You can with some effort getting up, grabbing it, stretching it back out into a full proper loop. Only takes a couple minutes. But you have a reset the snare.
There, that should keep them off our track at least a little bit.
Sorcerer's gonna put a fruit next to the snare.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Don't tell him what to do.
Please don't.
I'm saying don't do that because it wasn't there when they put the snare down. They'll know the difference.
A monkey put it here.
That's just... It's fine, Joran.
On
Keep your eyes out for traps as we go forward.
as everyone is walking away and not paying attention, I'm just gonna pick it up and put it in my bag. Be like, this is unnecessary.
Okay. Are you trying to do it stealthily?
I mean, I said, well, everybody wasn't paying attention since I'm in the back.
So stealthily, that means sleight of hand, because some people are pretty observant in this group.
Like the one who
Okay.
put it there.
I think the lowest perception is a 16.
Nope,
Hello.
it's Johnny's.
Why you gotta call me out?
Where's my...
It's sleight of hand is a dex, babe.
I know. $20.
Sorsha, you notice.
Sorcerer's just gonna like turn slowly towards her with her eyes very wide. Can I have my fruit back?
Just don't put it on the stairs or I'll pick it up again.
She takes her fruit
there's no
and she
stairs.
She said snares, not stairs.
Oh, stairs. Sorry.
takes her fruit and she puts it in her mouth and she goes
Next time I won't carry you if you're gonna act like that.
I'm sorry.
All said and done, though, you guys have been hiking for a good long while, like I said, and the sun is at the setting point now.
Yeah. And Joran stops. It's dusk. Get ready for camp.
Do you want to illuminate it? I don't have any, like, motion sensors or things like that.
Just keep your bug around.
Okay.
Sorsha can see in the dark.
Alright, so trying to set up camp for the night?
Y'all wait here. I'll try to find some food.
Let me know if we need trees cut down.
I would prefer to leave the forest alone.
Fair. We even have enough room here to set up our tents.
You may be sleeping in trees, and he'll walk off.
Ooh, haven't done that one before.
You're crafting food, correct?
Yes.
So, survival.
Just small varmints and stuff.
Okay.
Sorsha's going to look at Count, and she's going to, like, I will race you up that tree.
Count's gonna look at Chani and Ava. And how slick does the ground look with all the humidity in the tree?
It's not mud, but it's definitely loose dirt, kind of wet.
You know, if it weren't a chance one of us might
It is.
actually hurt our knees or ankles, I'd probably say yes.
I say, do keep in mind, when and the ground's not like heavy slant, like I said, it's hiking. It's just the athletics is how long of a hike it is.
But if you want me to time you to see how fast you can go up a tree,
It's no fun with just me. And she sits on the ground.
The number is 22.
Okay, you'll probably be gone for about an hour, but you can gather up some small animals, fruits.
That's fine.
You don't know much else besides that one circular fruit right now, unless you wish to experiment.
No.
We don't need a high Jorn.
That would be bad. That would be very bad.
I'd cry.
Anybody else doing
Just
anything
black.
while he's gone? It's about an hour.
just blend.
The area you're at does not have a... what? What
Hi,
did you say,
Jordan.
Robert?
Hi,
High
Jordan.
Jordan
Just-
equals lots of blaster fire is what he's saying, basically.
Fair. I will say, the area you guys are at isn't, like, got much of a clearing, per se. You'd probably have to, like, move vegetation and stuff, try to find a spot to sit down, or just set up a tent.
You know, I guess as long as we don't disturb stuff, they won't disturb us. That's how nature works, right? Aside from, like, asshole invisible cats.
Hopefully, but at the
Yeah.
same time, we're a bunch of free things going into their territory, so let's pay attention at the least.
I mean, fair.
God, I hope one of you, just one of you, are gonna put up a fucking.
I'll look around for dry wood.
Survival for you as well.
Can Sorsha put up a tent?
Yes.
Does she have to
Yeah,
go
I'm not
put the
sleeping
tent up?
No, it's a tent. Actually, I don't know.
14.
Unless you're wanting
can
a
find some
tenting
guy.
fail.
Yeah. You can find some just semi-dry. Nothing's really dry here, but you can find some drier pieces.
This should be a
It's not
decent
that hard
wood.
to make it dry.
Let's have fun with it. Roll a survival for Sorsha, because camping hasn't really been in her past.
I don't know what my survival is.
It's
a
under
wisdom
wisdom.
The rest of
Oh.
you can put up your tents if you want. You guys have probably had more interactions with them.
16.
Okay, you actually put up a tent without much of a problem.
You've seen it on TV.
Yeah.
She watched a HoloNet video before coming.
Count will leave because Doran said we might be sleeping in the trees, and he's just listening to what he's saying for now.
Fair. Anybody else before Jordan gets back with food?
I'm gonna put
Sorsha
up
just
my
wanted to be
tents as well.
helpful.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if
John?
there is a relatively not horrendous looking spot in a tree that she may have to sleep in.
No, I'm putting up a tent too. I'm not sleeping in a tree.
For Chani's size, you could find one. You wouldn't really be able to set up a tent per se, but you could find a spot to sleep.
Given the shit that she saw on that one swamp planet, She wants to be nowhere near the ground.
Yep.
Fair.
I also passively
I don't
check and make
have
sure
to,
that this
I won't
tree
roll.
isn't home to something terrible.
That's a survival thingy there, because you don't know much about these things.
Yeah, that's fair. 15?
You don't see anything that would stand out to you as something lives up here.
Okay.
And like I said, about an hour passes, and Jordan returns with some food.
He'll return, see that there's no fucking actual, like, designated spot for a campfire, sigh deeply to himself, and go,
What?
nothing. And he'll start putting up a campfire.
You know, I could just... And she activates her wrist pad with the low flame that it can produce. For like a
got
long
the-
time.
I got semi-dried wood.
I heard you saying that you don't want to burn things earlier. This doesn't give off a smoke cloud.
Can you sear meat with it for long periods of time?
Yes.
Cool. And he'll just begin the process of skinning things down, whatever he's got. Unless it's
Okay,
not necessary. If it's scaly, it's not necessary.
Most of it's scaly.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Whatever
the most part
isn't-
it's scaly. You didn't really get a lot of furry mammals or anything like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
They were a
Well,
lot
also-
faster and harder to catch.
Feathers are a bitch. You gotta get those off.
Exactly, and that's why you didn't get any of the bird creatures.
Exactly. He'll stick a stick through one of the reptilian-like things and just hold it out to his side. Just kebab this fucking thing.
He's cooking with a flamethrower.
I almost want to have you guys make a check for this. Johnny, make a dexterity, like see how well you handle your flames.
A
for all of this.
dexterity check.
Yeah,
Good thing everything
between you
around
and
is-
Jordan, you're handling the flames, so let's see how well it goes.
19.
Okay, it goes without much of a problem. I forget, I can't ask checks of this group because everybody has high dex.
Not that kind, anyway.
Strength checks are my weakness.
Everyone's.
Same.
Nope, not Eva's.
Except
Eva's the only good one.
Ye-
Who wants first bite?
You don't really have a lot of stuff to flavor it with, but it's cooked.
Oh, he doesn't care about flavoring.
Fair.
Who wants first bite? And he'll wave it around. It's either this or
Nobody's
raw.
answering.
Shouldn't you, since you were the chef? Or does that technically fall to me because I was controlling the temperature? I really don't know.
Probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't eat it first in case anything's poisonous.
Fair. Well,
That's-
it's
Pulls helmet
probably...
off, bites a leg off.
Okay.
If it has legs.
It's slightly. The one you do has. It's slightly tough. Like it's mostly like heavy muscle, like more like
Yeah.
not heavy, more stringy muscle from like a small critter that runs around all the time. But it's edible, and you don't feel any negative effects.
I'll put it this way. To you people that may be more inclined for city life, you're gonna hate this.
Yay.
I mean, food is food.
It's edible. That's about all you're gonna get.
Alright, let's have our terrible camping trip meals and go to bed. I'll have Mortimer stand watch over everything, but people are kind of spread out, so hopefully we'll all be okay, unless somebody's starting watches.
Did Ava and Sorcha put tents up at least underneath or close to a tree?
Yeah.
Sorcha?
No.
Yeah. No, you got high enough on one. You probably would have.
Okay.
You would
I
have
was
known
thinking
it
I
would be.
put it in the middle of the clearing.
You would know it would have been safer to put it right there.
That
Okay.
I would suggest you people that aren't going to sleep in tents, because I can see 2 of you did put up a tent. Sleep in that tree that they're around. Don't spread out too far. Spreading out gets you killed. I'll stay up a little bit later into the night to make sure no nocturnal things will come this way, but the only light we're going to have for a while is the moon, or moons.
Well, I guess be ready to move in the, can't really call it morning. I guess just whenever we wake up.
Alright, I'm gonna climb up here, fasten myself to the tree, and pretend I'm not here for a few hours.
That's fine. I'll make sure to
Count
wake
to
everyone up.
5, 3.
I have to ask, are you laying on top and then activating it? Or are you like crawling around to stick your back to the bottom of a branch and then going to sleep? Because that sounded very ambiguous.
That would be incredibly uncomfortable for a long time. No, she's going to sleep like a normal person, only harpooned to the tree.
Okay.
For just in case purposes.
Oh, I thought you were
Gonna
just
be-
activating your suit's spike
No,
stuff.
I'm gonna be basically sleeping. I'm gonna find a big enough branch to where I can sit down and rest my back up against the actual tree itself. And
Okay,
just
you can
sit
find
there.
a crook to like wedge yourself and get settled.
Yeah, he's gonna sit
That's
there for a
not too
couple
hard.
hours and then fall asleep himself.
You
when
did
he
say you were
wakes
staying
up-
up later, correct?
Yeah, he's gonna stay up for a couple hours later than everyone else, and then when he
All
wakes
right.
up, everyone else should be awake.
Anything else in particular? Count, what are you doing?
Oh, I said I was up in the tree after Johnny.
Okay, I didn't miss that part. That's why I was asking.
I'm also going to assume that we
make a
all
pers-
ate before we did this.
I figured so.
Yeah.
Make a perception check since you're staying up later, and do the same for Mortimer, Eric,
Okie doke.
since you're having him stay on watch from what I understood.
Yep. Oh my.
24.
Mortimer got a natural 20. Good job, Mortimer.
Okay.
Good job, bud.
It'll be a 24 for Jordan.
It's not as
So
high as
staying
his
up
roll
late.
was.
And he's using the new thermal or night vision or whatever it is. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like a more night vision than thermal kind of thing,
Yeah.
I believe. Let me look at my notes. That's not
I
important
don't
right
know.
now. I don't know. I can't remember everything I've said. But anyways, for your first bit, there's a lot of noises. Like you said, it's a jungle planet. It's got noises. It's got people going on and off. It's noises going on and off. Animals running in and about. While you're awake, Jordan, nothing really happens. Nothing particular. There's small animals running in and out. Later on into the night, because you probably stay up a good 3 or 4 hours past everybody else, I'll say.
Okay.
About, I'm trying to think, about 12 hours on, not 12 hours, Jesus Christ. About 6 or 7 hours in, probably when everybody is getting towards the end of their rest, but not quite. Chani, you'll get a ping from Mortimer.
Okay.
And are you going to look around? And the little video you get shows what is currently here. It's outside of the range of where you would normally safely see. But the video is showing like very large reflective eyes.
Okay, so...
And if you look up and look across, you can see them. But they're moving and you keep seeing them like disappear behind a tree for a second and then they'll reappear.
Is it just one pair?
One pair at the moment. But it's very large. Whatever it is.
Okay, if I stay awake for the remainder of this to ensure that should something else occur, I'm awake and active, is that going to impose anything upon me, as I don't technically get the full...
If you're not doing heavy activity, it's much like a watch cycle for this, because you're most of the way through the sleep.
Alright, then I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to position Mortimer near the group at the bottom, just in case.
You will notice that Packet's not in his port currently.
Where the fuck is he?
If you ping him,
Where's his
he
shell
will
at?
send you back. No, his shell is gone out of your port.
I know, so I'm trying to figure out where it is.
You could probably reach the signal broadcast to it. It'll just send back, and you'll watch a small, like, red light beep. It's in a tree across from you right now.
Just playing watch? Or taking watch?
You'll get the response. Designation Mortimer sent alert.
Fair enough.
What is it? Alternate point of view.
Fair enough.
Stop with the crinkling noises.
Alright, just stay active for a little bit. We'll be fine though. I think.
We'll continue watch.
Okay.
God, that door.
I know.
Get some fucking oil on that thing, man.
I looked for it earlier today and I didn't know where it was.
Fair. After about an hour, it never came in. It was just circling roughly. After about an hour, though, it continues off. And you hear it slowly go farther and farther away. Whatever it was a mix of footsteps and sliding.
Do I have any idea what that might be?
You can make a lore check, but it's going to be very unlikely because you've never been to Ether before.
I'm just going to think if there's anything that matches that description. That's like a 4, so I don't think so.
Nothing comes to mind.
Alright.
There's some large creatures that run out throughout the galaxies. Some of them slither, some of them walk. There's very few that do mixes of them, but you don't really place any of them. Nature's not really been your strong suit or study.
My current assumption is that it's a more evolved hut.
A more evolved. Ouch. Okay. We have Johnny's opinion on huts, it seems.
They're slug people.
Huts are gross, slimy, weird things.
Oh, that's fair. But before that, everybody will start probably waking up around the 8-hour mark, what you need for your long rest, because unfamiliar places, noises, even Sorsha, who normally sleeps in, probably won't really. Jordan does wake up an hour or two later than all of you for once, which is surprising, but he does. It is currently still dark out.
I didn't catch anything in my watch. Did you?
Something with both legs and slithery bits. It kind of fucked off though, so it should be okay.
What did it do?
Nothing. Just look at us and then slither something away.
Be more specific. Did it circle the camp?
Not particular. Kind of, maybe. Listen, I got woken up and I had to find it, and then I stared at it, and then it eventually went away. That's all I know.
The reason I say this, if it's circling the camp, it is trying to hunt us, or looking at us to see if it wants to hunt us. So make damn sure you know what you're talking about.
I
Did
don't.
it or did it not circle?
I don't remember.
Broken computer noises.
the pain of the one person who's a survivalist in the middle of a bunch of tech-based people.
I'm neither.
Yeah,
Same.
Oh god.
you're used to tech planets more than anything, Sorsha.
Fair.
But yeah, everybody's up now, up and about. It's still dark out. There's a decent little bit of light because of the moon, but people without dark vision will have a very hard time seeing. Especially since the canopy blocks a lot of it.
Sorsha's time to shine.
I think it's literally 2 people that can't see right now.
Yeah. That's called Joran and Count.
So,
Packet will sling back
Actually-
over to his port.
when Count wakes up, when everyone's getting ready in the morning, I'll do another force check.
Okay, make another perception.
I was literally just about to ask you that.
Am I using wisdom or charisma?
I was going with wisdom since that's perception, anyways.
Okay,
And both are force skills, yes, but for the sake of
Yeah,
keeping it simple.
that's why I was asking.
Yeah, for the sake of keeping it simple, we'll stick with wisdom.
All right, 24.
Nothing in particular right now.
Still nothing. Then again, we are going across an entire continent.
There's a lot more trekking to be done, I'm sure. I just want to
Well,
know.
he
if
gave you a
there's any
rough
of these-
area,
Yeah.
and the area centers on the valley that's in the middle. There's a valley towards the middle that the area is centered on. This mountain is toward one of the edges. There's a little bit of space past it, but not much.
Please tell me we're heading toward the valley by going over this mountain.
Nope. You guys landed like between the valley and the mountain. You guys went up the mountain. Not exactly between. You were still off to the side some, but you're just kind of going to the
That's fine.
top. You're not particularly
Well-
going to anything.
That's fine. We're getting a lay of the land. Well, yeah, sure. That's yeah, Joran, you're fine. We're just getting the lay of the land. We're not going the opposite direction. No, it's fine.
We're getting to the highest point where you can sit there with your sniper scope and look at everything.
Sniper scope has 520 feet.
Sniper
that's-
scope- Oh yeah, yours does. His does.
I'll say, I mean, there's the area that you can shoot, but then there's also the area that you can see.
It won't go much past because it's geared for a certain rifle.
Anyway,
If you wish to improve it in the future, that is a thing. It won't increase
Oh,
range.
yeah,
if
no,
you
I
shoot,
can.
But see, you can.
yeah. I know I can do that, but he's used it for what it is right now. But anyway,
Just have Mortimer zoom in
What do
really,
you
really
guys
far.
wish to- Is Mortimer still flying, or are you sending Mortimer to fly off again today? Or is
Yeah,
he
he's playing scout for us, making sure nothing comes up behind us or we wander into a giant mouth.
Johnny, where did you see it?
Over there. And she'll, like, wave an arm.
I'm gonna get down the tree and go over there and look for tracks.
It is kind of dark, so it'll be kind of hard to find him.
I have a
You'll
flashlight.
be at a penalty.
I'm
Correct.
gonna go
Turn the
ahead
flashlight
and
on then,
crack one of these
Yeah.
glow rods.
and survival.
It's not cracking a
And you
glow
gonna
rod,
what,
it's
Johnny?
literally just turning it on, and it lasts for an hour.
Will you drink it?
Probably.
Okay, bet. He won't give me his gin. He's being a shit.
Okay.
So I'm making my own shit.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyways, survival check.
the survival is a 19 on the die,
What's your modifier?
+6.
Okay. I just have to ask.
That's fine.
Digging around, you find it's kind of a mess because it's at a loose drizzle, picking up slowly right now. So it's kind of a mess. But you can make out heavy clawed feet, kind of like 3-pronged in the front, and a lot of drag marks.
And I'm mainly looking for exactly how big it
God,
is.
my muscles.
Mm,
I hurt so much.
Due to the nature of the drag marks, it's hard to say, but with the feet prints, you've seen things that easily reach 12 to 15 feet, like up to its shoulder with the toe prints.
Okay.
You've seen footprints like this equate creatures of that size before.
This is not good. This is not good at
Gotta
all.
experiment before I just hand it to you.
Coming back with the flashlight still on.
What is
We may
that
have a
look for?
situation.
What does that look for?
Go on.
I'm waiting.
Just go, please.
Okay. The
We hear
creature you...
everything, Eric.
I know.
Yeah. The creature you saw last night, I've seen claw marks similar to it. And with how big those claw marks are, this thing could easily hit 15 feet. Or more.
Okay.
In height. There are very few instances where something like this would not want to hunt us. So I suggest from now on we start taking watches at night.
Well, I did activate this glow rod, so now we can see around us. Supposedly.
60 feet,
Fucking useless.
Yay.
I think.
I am the
I'll look it up real
Lightbringer.
quick. Venturing gear.
I mean, you're too drunk to tell that I was all.
So, how do you guys wish to proceed with today?
Tonight.
Oh, I'm
Tonight.
sorry. It's 20 feet bright light, 20 feet
20
dim light, and it lasts for 10 hours.
I think that we're moving relatively slowly and carefully, and continuing along our path, just in a tighter group, with Mortimer checking things out ahead of us pretty seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jordan will tell everyone to stay real close. Spread out too far, and you're likely to get grabbed and eaten.
You hear the frogs, May?
And who wants to do that, right?
She hears the frogs, Matthew. She says,
I'm gonna have you make a survival check to try to get you navigating well in this terrain.
Yeah.
Again. I will say you guys are probably going to be moving at a slower pace since you're leading the group, and even with the flashlight, you have to point, so it's hard to make out everything.
I thought we had the activated glow rod as well.
Well, you do, but it's just the fact that you still have to take it slow because it shows you're 40
yeah,
feet,
yeah.
but you don't want to rush in something like this terrain with something like that you're aware of.
Yeah, but it'll be a 17 total anyway.
Okay. You don't. How to put it? You guys are moving at a decent clip. Everybody actually make the athletics again for the marching order. The marching time.
Athletic.
Is that with your bonus?
my bonus is a -1.
I didn't know if you had
18.
athletics proficiency. 12.
16.
What's yours? Okay.
14.
Okay.
Babe, athletics. Is she alive?
I don't know.
I'll be back.
Hello?
Hello.
Athletics check, please.
There it is. Yeah, I heard you guys. Just for some reason, my mic just went.
Okay.
I don't know how to count. Give me a second.
What's
Math is hard.
Chinese?
I got an 18. I rolled well.
Yes, you did.
23.
All right. So you guys are moving at Jordan's pace, and he's moving a bit slower today than yesterday due to the situation and just a little bit of wear and tear from yesterday. Everybody else went behind him. He was the one breaking the pathway through all the plants and such. And continuing on up, you don't go as... You notice over the day, you're not climbing as up as you were. Before you were hitting at a slight angle to continue with everything. And you're going just a bit flatter along, so you're not climbing quite as quick. Making decent progress. At about the 7-hour mark, I need... How many of you? There's 6 of you, right? No, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 6 of us. No, 5 of us.
5.
Five,
5.
unless you want to include Mortimer.
Yeah, no, I was like, there's only 5 of you, right? Oh yeah, and Mike Mortimer's investigation check.
Mortimer's investigation check, go! That's a natural 10. So, okay. And this is using his stats and not mine, so I need to navigate over.
Since you're not actively piloting him,
Yep.
yeah.
So, investigation, 9.
Oh,
For some reason, he's a little stupid.
simple programming to follow stuff versus think on their own.
Yep.
All right, Jordan, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. As you were watching and you put your foot down, you hear a familiar, like, loose snap, and a rope starts to tighten around your ankle.
Brain, work. Fuck. 21. God damn.
Oh yeah,
That's hard.
you're on edge from the dark and the creature that was being mentioned earlier, so reflexes at this point are like... Adrenaline's not pumping, but it's like that slight on edge reflex ready to go at any time. You just slip your foot out just in time, and it whips up into the tree.
Fucking snares. Ugh.
Continuing up, you guys keep climbing for the better part of the day, the better part of the while. About 10 hours have passed, and it's still nighttime. But things are moving a lot slower. Like, you guys hit a small, how to put it? You're trying to navigate around trees, around stuff. You guys hit a small rock wall that you had to go over. It didn't really look like you have a good way you could go around unless you
Detracted
wanted
for
to
a
divert
long-
a while, and nobody really wanted to divert. So you guys just took the time to climb up, get over. Nothing strenuous or difficult. And like I said, about the 10-hour mark, you're around what you would consider the peak. But it's still dark out.
The moon should be going down a decent bit, though, if it seemed like it was,
It's moved a decent bit, but it's still dark.
say from what we did yesterday.
9 times out of 10, we're going to be sleeping in the day and walking at night, and vice versa.
You
A
don't
lot
sense
more than
anything.
most people are you comfortable with.
You don't sense anything forcey, do you?
Give me a minute to check.
Yeah.
I'd hazard a guess of saying no, because the temple area we're supposed to be going to is down there, and he'll point to the valley.
Well, we just more or less have a general region.
Yeah, that's the center of the map that he gave you, like the center, somewhere around that.
Yeah. Well, he knows it's not up here, it's down there. That's what I was getting at.
26. Natural 20 on the die.
Natural 20 on the die, you will...
As I sit amongst the top of the mountain.
Let me check some parts on stuff. For natural 20 on the die, I'll give you feel a tinge, like there might be a person or two's worth. That's a little bit, that's above the average, but you don't really get a direction besides down, and it's not for long. You just barely catch it because it's very calm up here. You can
Boy,
slip back into it a good bit.
Down?
Down in general, you don't have like a straight down into the mountain kind of thing. It's like a... It's hard
It's
to
like
describe a
below
weird
you.
embodiment of the Force.
It's below you, not...
You don't have a direct, it's just roughly down.
That is literally everything.
Yep.
Good natural 20.
And you
Top it
barely
up.
felt it.
Mhm.
Gee, it's almost as if you're at the top of a mountain and everything is round within there.
So
Yes, it's almost. Yes, it's almost like we've been searching for something, and this was the high
But
ground.
here's the point. You felt it. It wasn't dark. And you know it can't be at the bottom because you can't sense that far.
Hmm.
So do we want to hang around here until light?
Hey, Joran.
What?
So, I can't sense the bottom of the mountain. That's too far from me. I picked up something that's below us, but that's everything. Didn't feel dark this time, so that's a plus.
The other one wasn't necessarily dark either, was it?
Hit and miss. But, we might have to go down the other side of the mountain. Or to the left, or to the right. Somewhere on this mountain ridge. Seems like. Maybe
know,
in the mountain.
I really fucking hate it that stupid lightsaber spin actually does anything.
It just keeps working.
Maybe they built it into the side of the mountain or something. Actually, yeah, that definitely sounds like something people would do.
Let's just look for a cave. This thing is old. It's probably overgrown and fucked
Careful with
beyond
caves.
Is
belief.
the top of the mountain still forest jungly, or is it thinned?
It's thinned, but it's still like obviously a tropical area.
I would.
It's more rocky and like yeah, it is more rocky and has thinned out quite a bit. Like there aren't as many trees, but there's very much like plants and viney plants, things like that.
To put it plainly, and don't take offense to this, but none of you know what I know to do. And since I'm the one leading, I can't fucking see very well. We're waiting till day. Unless anyone has objections.
More treetops or
Sorcerer.
tents?
Up here, we might be fine. We're not going to actively go to sleep, I don't imagine. We're just going to rest, I'm sure.
It's only been about 10 hours.
Yeah, but that's 10 hours of hard travel.
That's true. It wasn't easy climbing. Even at night, it is hot.
Put it this way. Take watch, no matter what we do. We'll sit here and we'll wait for day. And then I'll see what I can see down the sides.
Consume some tasty orange hydration fruit. If there's any up here still.
So, not so much fruit up here. The fruit were on the trees.
I mean, Jordan did grab a few as well, still.
Yeah, there's that. He did grab a few. I think Sorcerer grabbed a few and she didn't eat them all. If you guys grabbed a few on the way up, you'd have some you could munch on. That's fair.
Yeah.
Sorcerer will throw him one.
Count. Make a check as somebody. Oh no, there's lights. Never mind. Fuck. My fun is ruined.
I am the Lightbringer.
Now you gotta go and ruin his fun like that, Eric.
Ooh.
It's a natural reaction, I'm sorry.
You'll watch
Fair.
Packet hop off and scuttle around for a while.
Hey.
And then find what you can get from the programming, what he thinks is like the pinpoint top of the mountain, and just lift it up, like slam his legs out, like put his legs out and just lift the front end of his body up.
Do you feel as though you've conquered it?
You watch the 4 little lights float off and just kind of like make a small disco ball.
Gotta take your victories where you can. Fair.
You know, I kind of want to leave a signature on the top of this mountain. But I also don't really want to... Well, we've already had glow sticks. A lightsaber would be fine.
The Bang Gang.
Oh my god, stop.
The Bang Gang was
We
here.
can't stop. It's who we are.
Oh no.
I'm
No,
gonna
no, no, no,
cry.
no. No.
Galaxy-wide
Okay.
news. One time small gang, the Bang Gang, has to face the mountain on Exegol sacred to their people.
Ethor.
Ether.
Where did Exegol come from?
James, make a perception since you said you were starting for watch.
Jordan's tired.
What is
it's
it?
It's an 8.
Well,
Oof.
you're sitting up there. You're just kind of periodically shifting your light, or shifting around and looking through your scope. You see a couple bigger predators than you normally would have before, but nothing that seems
Also-
coming up this way or interested.
Just as a note, looking through the night vision scope, no flashlight. Turn off.
I figured. Like I said, nothing seems interested in coming up here that you've seen. It's all kind of like meandering around down there.
Meow.
Because this last little bit is steeper to get up to what you guys think is the top, the epicenter.
Make it sound like it's gonna be an earthquake.
Didn't think about that, but fair.
We have the high ground. They know our power.
You said
But nothing really seems to be coming up towards you, and definitely nothing that would fit the bill for what you saw tracks for.
just doing a quick glance, maybe doing it for like an hour, if that, and then he'll probably he's probably exhausted. He'll probably drift off
Fair.
a little bit.
Mortimer does see a couple trees shake and move, but due to the darkness and the distance up, by the time he gets down there, whatever it was there is gone now.
Alrighty.
Just so you know, Johnny. Anybody else taking watch for anything, or just relaxing like Jordan?
No, he said we're taking watch, so Count will take a shift.
Okay, make a perception check.
17.
Same with his. Yours is relatively uneventful.
Power of the moon and stars.
Sorsha is also going to take a watch.
Azir is taking a watch. Make your perception check.
Power of the moon and stars.
They're very nice. You're not used to being able to see so many.
For one of the first times ever. The
With a
fucking
little
dice on
lightning.
Roll20 failed me. I rolled a 2.
I got 19.
Same as before, nothing really happens on yours, even with your dark vision to see out farther. You can't see too far into it. And about an hour into yours, the sun actually starts to come up and you see a sunrise on this planet.
Ooh.
I have to ask, what color is the sun?
The sun is a yellow.
Okay.
So it's yellow, it's rough to say. It's kind of like our sun is how I'm going for it.
He's fine.
Superman.
They can range. They
and
can
it's-
range from purple, green, and all other kinds of colors. So
Yeah. It's a nice sunrise. You've never really seen a jungle planet before for much, Sorsha, and you've never really heavily went on for sunrises. You're normally a late sleeper, but this is a sight you probably are glad to have seen. It's just catching all the dew from all the night.
Sorsha's gonna put that in the memory vault.
Anybody else up would also see it.
Jordan will probably get woken up by it, but fall right back to sleep.
But after Sorsha's shift, it's officially daytime. It's still a little hard to see on one side of the mountain, and the valley itself is still a little shadowed due to another mountainous part blocking it, but there's a lot of sunlight now. You can see a lot of the area.
How long has Jordan been resting?
Not a long rest, but definitely a short rest. Probably a couple hours.
You know, I was about to start a bit of the Lion King, and it's like, no, wait. No, wait. Let's not get Eric's channel fucked.
You
I
could
mean-
just do it, but do it in the wrong completely everything.
Well, then it defeats the purpose.
Or you can just go for the Lion King, because it's fine.
No, Eric, they pitch you for things that you haven't even done. Think if they even
Yeah.
have something on you.
I know.
Just saying the name could probably get you in trouble.
No.
Glasanuga.
No.
No.
Fine, no fun.
Anyways, what are you guys doing now? The sun's coming up. Are you waiting longer, or?
Okay.
Jordan's asleep. For one of the first times, he's actually a little bit exhausted.
Fair.
We're probably all a bit tired. Let's let everybody rest up unless somebody has something else that they want to do.
In the
Sarah's
morning
going to go
sunrise,
to sleep.
I will spin my lightsaber again because there's more mountainside to say. It's down the mountain. That's a lot of ways.
Roll a d20.
Any direction that isn't the way we came from.
Yeah, that's the only way.
I hate.
I love you, Blue Dice. That's a 19.
It's pointing down the side. That is, if you went straight down, you'd be heading into the valley. But it's not pointing. Are you fitting it on the ground or up in the air now?
If the ground's flat, I'd put it on the ground, but while we're on
There's not really a lot of ground here.
since I can spin them in
flat.
the air now, I'm pretty fine. Yeah, I'll just spin it in the air to
So
Nah,
tossing it
it's-
up,
3-directional movement.
yeah. So tossing up, but letting it spin, it points down towards like the direction that would be
There's like two of you.
down into the valley, like I said. But it's not like pointing at the valley. It's pointing down into where it would hit the mountains. Still.
I'll cut a little line. I'll cut a little arrow in the ground,
Before-
pointing where it's towards.
And then after a minute, it will hover and then level out until it's pointing directly at a mountain that's causing that casting the huge shadow right now.
After it does that, I'll ignite it and cut an arrow in the ground pointing towards that mountain.
Okay.
And then I'll draw a dick on the ground also somewhere else because man must leave his mark.
Okay.
Fair
You
enough.
do so. I'm curious, how is it just like pointing down and moving your arm doing that, or are you like just sticking it to the ground and like dragging and walking for this?
Make it like sheet of
count.
paper size. Like sheet of paper
Okay.
size.
Fair.
Just basically standing in one spot and just igniting it and just just a few slashes.
Okay. Had to ask, it was count. Resting up. Are you guys just how long do you guys want to rest?
I mean, Jordan will probably wake up and go, "Oh shit, fell asleep" at around the 4 or 5 hour mark.
That's a little bit
She'll
after the
sleep as long
sunrise.
as they will let her.
Or sorry, probably the 6 hour mark. Not 4 or 5. 6 hours.
Couple
minimum
hours after
requirement.
sunrise, then.
Yeah.
Dog rests are about to get weird when it's not 24-hour cycles, huh?
You just need the 8-hour rest.
Yeah, to be fair, given that it's 8 hours anyway, there's still 2/3 of the day left each long rest.
Yep.
So around the 6 hour mark, Jordan will wake up and go, "Shit, why did no one?" Ugh. And he'll look around and see what everybody else is doing. Oh, they fell asleep. Fair enough. I guess I'm
think
not the only one who's
Count
exhausted.
said he was still up.
Meditating mountainside.
Okay.
So I guess not sleep, but not any kind of physical activity. Taking in the nature.
But it's quite the thing. You're not used to this much life, as I said before. It's oddly nice, oddly relaxing.
He's doing force things. I'm not bothering with that. Where's Ava?
Does Joran spot the dick on the ground?
16 passive, I guess.
I'm gonna say no, because he's not actually looking for something like that, though.
Good.
Okay.
That's just kind of... That's an odd thing you would notice with everything else on the ground and it still being somewhat dark or dim.
He's
No,
gonna
it's sunlight
find.
out, but...
He's gonna find Ava and try to get her to get up.
No.
Since my glow rod died, I'm just gonna kick it down the mountain.
It didn't die yet. Okay.
It did. It's been 10 hours. It's been past the 10
Oh,
hour
has it?
mark.
Okay.
It took 10 hours to get up here.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot.
You right, you right.
Eric, roll me a d20.
Sure.
Oh,
13.
Awake. Ava, up.
No.
For the love of God, woman, get the fuck up. We have traveling to do. I'm already going to have an annoying time getting Sorsha up. Please. Get up.
I don't want to.
Oh God, it's like a child.
I mean, there is a hill.
I will give you 10 minutes. If you're not out of the tent, I'm throwing the tent down the cliff.
I'm pretty sure you know I've been through worse, but okay, whatever.
We're heading into the Sith Temple really, really happy with each other.
I just want you to know Sorsha did not put up her tent. Last night she slept on the ground.
It's
Ooh.
fair because it hasn't really been night. It's a weird feeling.
He's just gonna lightly kick Sorsha's bottom of the boot. Sorsha, wake up.
Knows damn well that's not gonna work.
Sorsha's unconscious still.
Oh God.
It's not even like Eva's where she said no. It's just unconsciousness.
Mine's is you woke me up, but I don't want to actually physically get up. Her, she's just.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care.
Oh, fine.
Count, you would be
Forget
aware
you
of them
too.
doing this.
Chani,
Hmm.
I see you're up over there. Get this one up. No, I'm not the one to do this.
Okay.
Sorsha, food.
Sorsha goes, I took watch. You bring food here.
It's already here. Food is already here. Food is in your pack. Get up and eat your food.
That food's old. I'm bored
Oh
of
my-
it.
Oh my.
But she's
Lord.
awake now.
No, she's not. She's sleep talking.
Are there any new fruits in the trees?
There's no real trees up here, remember?
Sorsha like the spiky fruit.
If she pulls out new fruit, I'm snatching it from her.
Come on, Sorsha,
Nope.
we need to keep
She's out.
going. The sooner we... Sorsha? Hey.
Yeah? Yeah.
The sooner we take care of this temple, the sooner we can... go have... You know what? Hey. I know that they have some sort of a plan for some other Forcey thing, but... I know of a couple stations that would probably be pretty fun. So, the sooner that we get through with this, we can go try out one of those. I'm sure that they have really big buffets and stuff. You can eat all you want.
Know any pasta places? Really go for some pasta.
I imagine
Now
so.
I want Chinese buffet.
But we
You
have to get
wanted
through
that
here
part.
first, okay? So, the sooner we get moving, the sooner we
James-
can. Okay?
Social goes okay.
Okay.
Okay, Chan.
Thank you, Sorsha.
James, do me the
That's-
favor of shutting the fuck up. Leave my cravings alone.
No.
Okay, so do we have a direction that we're heading now?
Back
that one
down
said-
the mountain.
They said-
Counterpoint towards the other mountain.
What? I'm not climbing another mountain. Fuck your lightsaber. You said down was the first thing you had, right?
Yes, and that mountain is down from us. This mountain is higher.
It's about equal.
How far is
It's-
this mountain from that mountain?
Looking over it, it's a long, long way.
Is
least
my
we'll be in the
grappling
shade.
hook long
No.
enough?
Like, this is
God,
measured in
no.
miles.
It's
This is measured in
miles.
miles.
Damn it.
This thing's probably a good 20-mile trek from base to base, let alone peak to peak.
Swarsha doesn't want to climb another mountain.
We're not going there, Count. I don't care if you spin again. We're not going there.
That's
That
where I
is a
took it
no.
from.
Alright,
Can
let's...
Swarsha like see what she feels?
Like feeling the sensing like the force like he does, or the spinning the lightsaber thing he does.
She doesn't
Swarsha
have
would
a
like to.
lightsaber to spin.
Swarsha would like to spin Arlo.
He will point you to it.
Okay. Okay.
Jordan,
That
Well-
is a
well,
completely
how about-
different.
how about you take
14.
your scope and you just scan the mountain over there?
It's slightly
Yes,
off
you-
kilter
Notable caves
from
or
the
anything.
mountain.
The mountain. The mountain. Yes. Arlo has spoken.
And because of how the ground was sitting, it's angled kind of downward, so it's like more like towards a valley.
So how about you just take your scope there and maybe you can see a cave or something. Or some old man-made.
No one can see it, but Joran's eyes are twitching. He's twitching a lot.
We're covering ground either way, and we can check it off our list.
Plus, we need more food.
Come on, let's just get moving. The shorter we're on this planet, the better.
Is Jordan
That-
gonna look down the scope for finding anything?
Trek, and he'll point toward the mountain, is going to take days.
And if that's where we have to go, it's where we have to go. We don't have a more accurate solution, so we have to try.
If it's not,
If
You
we
know
see
what?
something along the way, it'll work.
you know what? Do you? And he'll just aim off, looking down his scope, just scanning everything, and ignore everyone saying anything to him.
Swarsha believes
Like
Arlo.
perception.
It's a 25.
Okay. So, first thing of noting, looking around, it's very much up here. It's very nice view. You can't see to the other mountain, first of all. I'm not sure why they asked that, but you can't see to the other mountain.
I mean,
Much
if
better
could
than you
physically-
can now.
I was gonna say,
The
if you could see
only...
it with your eyes, you could see it with a scope.
That's why I said much better than now.
Swarsha has.
The only thing of note is it's covered in a lot different tree than normal. A lot of other trees here and there have more of like a reddish bark to them than what's here.
And the
And the
valley.
leaves are a bit off different. Not in the valley, off on the mountain. The valley
I
is
know.
very similar
I'm
to
ignoring
this.
the mountain right now. I'm looking at the valley now.
The valley, it's very similar to this. Like I said, it's going down. You see what you could be where the river hits that starts here. And it's like, there's like a very large lake. And then that's about all you can make out from here. But you can tell effectively there's a bowl in that's the valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
It comes up, and then these two mountains are on opposite sides of this bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Fun thing of note, you'd probably notice looking around some. This isn't actually the center of the mountain. It's the highest point of the mountain, but it goes down, and then there's like a small plateau. Like flatland area. It's got heavy jungles, but you do see like a waterfall down the side of it a bit into a small lake that starts into the tributary that you guess you ran across.
He's gonna mark
Hello?
the plateau with his tech pad.
Okay.
He's making a really bad map, but he's making.
Well, like
this
I said,
was
you guys had
ship-
like the rough satellite scan of the area.
Yeah, this was the ship in this general area. Walk this way, went up. There's a plateau. Things of note, basically.
Fair enough.
That's all he's doing.
Got a good lay of the land there?
No answer.
You might not like it, but
Oh
We're
shit!
being-
Something of note. On the towards the top of the other mountain, there is a distinctively larger tree than the rest. It's almost at the top, but not quite.
Okay.
you might not like it, but we're being guided by forces beyond our control. Let's go with the flow here,
No
rather than
answer.
swim against it.
No answer.
Everyone ready to go?
Unfortunately.
Yay, more jungle trick.
Mortimer can re-roll now that it's daytime. He has a bit better chance.
Come on, you little idiot. Do what you need to do. 16.
Okay.
Though, before we do, like, actually start trekking down the mountain, do you think we could, like, take a short break? Because I'm hungry.
Yep, can do.
Okay.
With any luck, the
I guess
travel
short
won't be
break,
too
guys,
bad.
then for everybody.
Alright.
Thank you.
But
Short story time.
have fun.
Oh god,
Oh, my lord.
I'm gonna use the
I
bathroom
forgot
while you
about
tell your
that.
short story.
So, me and a few of my friends tried a Star Wars Saga, which is a lot like 3.5, I think, a few years back. And I was DMing it, and they were both very set in their ways of wanting to do things their way once they were set, including going up a very large, steep mountain, of which it had a winding path up it. But they decided no, this mountain was a challenge, and they were going to conquer it. So they decided to climb it, and we were just going fast and loose with a lot of the force rules. In that, a lot of the simple things, just because we were like, oh yeah, it's a lot of the things that everyone does all the time. Yeah, sure. It's unless you're like moving something really big with like a force pull or push. So it's just like, yeah, that's fine. And they basically took turns climbing up sheer rock faces, and the second that one of them would would start to fall or fail a check for hanging on, they would the one at the bottom would just smash them into the wall and hold them there until they got a grip again.
Painful yet effective.
And repeat this until they got to the top, and the person at the top would do the same for them and just smash them back against the wall until they could get a grip. And they did this for in-game several hours, losing most of their health along the way. Because every time they smashed their head against the rock, they were taking damage. So they eventually got to the top of this mountain. Bloody noses, bloody and busted noses, bruises faces. They're just not having a good time, but they conquered the mountain in their own way.
It was a victory for pride.
It was a victory for their pride. And then they realized they had to get back down later. And at that point, they decided, no, we're walking.
Fair. I'm going to follow others' example and take a bio break.
Yes, I am taking a bathroom break now that the short story has.
Not my big Jackie.
Yeah, we went to town and you never.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, that's fair. Blop. Blah, 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 blah. This should be very fun. I hope. Question is, how are you guys getting back down the mountain? Just grab something and slide?
Of course.
What? Oh, I was doing something. Oh, yes, that's what I was doing. At least it was right now. Anyone else here?
Just me.
Just you?
Just me. We are the entertainment.
We are the entertainment. We're very exciting entertainment right now.
The best.
I still can't get over the whole derailment of fruit.
You did it.
I presented an option. You guys did it.
True that.
I returned.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Somebody was talking about options whenever I put the headset back on.
I said I laughed pretty hard because of the whole fruit derailment process now.
It happened.
And she said I did it, and I said no, I presented an option.
It's fine. We're going to unnamed Space Vegas.
Oh
Everything
yeah,
will be okay.
I'll get the name to that later. I have to look through notes, and I don't really want to hunt through all of these when I have what I need for tonight open.
If these horrible people are going to take me to unknown space, we're going to Space Vegas.
I have so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm on page like 25.
That's a lot of pages.
It is a lot of pages.
Do
I'm
you write
slowly
really big?
filling up an entire section of my notebook.
Do you write really large, perhaps?
I don't write the smallest, but it's honestly a lot of like here. I'll take a picture of what like one page was.
There are just doodles everywhere.
Well, this one has a doodle on it actually.
Is it the hut with legs?
No, it is not. It was me when I was working on all of your creative choice of gadgets. I sat down, watched some Supernatural, and cranked out some mechanics. because I thought that would be the best way to do it.
Specifically because
Damn,
of the
service.
supernatural.
Well, you know, they get a lot of weird things mentioned in Supernatural, and that sparks all kinds of ideas. Also, just because I enjoy Supernatural. So I was watching it.
Fair.
Get your food. Get your food.
And bring that up. We're done.
My baby. Yes.
Da-da-da-da-da, popcorn. The world's greatest snack.
I'd have to argue that, but
I'm aware it's a matter of opinion.
Popcorn seems more like a event thing, though. If you just eat it normally, it loses all of its flair.
No, it don't.
Ah,
To be fair, there's a difference between what I normally have as popcorn and what those events tend to make as popcorn.
okay. So, what? Other than just like,
Well, first of all, there's several different types of popcorn, like yellow and white. Second of all, it depends on how you cook it. It gives you a different flavor and texture to all the popcorn. And then it also depends on what additives, like some kinds of cheese salt or sometimes like the salted caramel. And it all adds up to there's quite a different amount of popcorn. And I don't normally get the proper kettle corn that are at events.
That smells like kettle.
It is kettle popcorn, but it isn't like the normal kettle popcorn.
It smells real sweet.
A little bit. Tastes a little sweet. But that's okay.
I return.
hi.
What is in the chat here?
Eric asked
No.
how I wrote notes. That I have 25 pages.
Combination of a lot of spaces and what appears to be a small notebook.
Yep, and
That-
I also have to leave spaces so I can separate off sections, you know? Yeah.
I forget that I actually tend to write my notes pretty tiny. Even with my
Oh,
shitty
yeah, no.
hand.
Like I said, somebody else could probably get this on like less than half of it, but this is just how my organization is.
Probably like the upper fourth, honestly. Given what I,
I mean-
actually see there.
I have
That
a,
one's worse than most.
Ah,
I have a rich text document.
Well, I'm able to take my notebook to work for when I have slow stuff.
It's on thumb drives.
I don't have a computer at all down where I work.
what stage of the process are they at in acquiring themselves food? James.
Ooh, what? She's in her room. I don't know. She's eating right now, I guess.
Okay.
My food took longer to cook than hers.
All right.
Any big questions at all for anything right now, by the way?
How many days will we be lost in the woods?
That is entirely up to you guys. And that's up to if they let Chani navigate.
Why you gotta be like this?
How long till
Because I'm honest.
Don't feel
How long
bad,
till
he's just
Jordan
kinda
does what
sick
now?
sometimes.
have an aneurysm?
Too late. You
That's-
Just
you
We'll
missed
just
the
see
mark on
blood
that
coming
already.
out. We'll see blood coming out from the helmet eventually after it finishes pooling up.
Do I need to have Jordan roll a Constitution save against aneurysm?
Are you sure that's
fails.
not intelligence
He
or
failed.
wisdom?
No, it's Constitution. He failed? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Psychic damage. Because space wizards are telling him to go through mountains.
Listen, the
Put it
Force told
plainly.
both of you people to go to the same spot, okay?
To put it plainly, he is now having to trek through a jungle. His only guide being this shit map, and the one thing in the universe he hates more than anything else.
Sorsha.
No. The Force.
It is connected to source.
Every fucking time y'all spend that fucking lightsaber believing in some invisible bullshit force to guide you in some stupid direction, he wants to shoot himself that little bit much more.
As soon as it stops
Does
working.
not work.
But how much does it bug you when it actually works?
Because it has every time.
Pretty sure I accurately stated already.
Aneurysm. Gotcha.
He may not remember things so good now.
You know, I have to admit, when I'm making a lot of this, I'm tied between sticking with the normal races and then pulling out some really weird ones. That just seemed fun.
Go for weird.
That's what I've been doing.
Go for you, my dude.
I like weird. That's why I'm going for it. That's what I was just pointing out. It's like, I feel mixed on some of it because it keeps pulling out, and then I have to remember any leveled PC is technically extraordinary, so they meet the weird. And that eases me on that process a lot.
To put it plainly, in Star Wars, we may be known on one planet,
But not
but
another.
that does not mean we're known on every planet.
Oh yeah, I know, but it just you notice when the people that get the levels will say in this quiz, in case
Oh yeah.
10 being the people who find the stuff that's interesting, find the stuff that's weird.
Humans are also the most common and prevalent, so they're just the most likely to have levels.
Are we all back yet? Max is not in the call.
Max, you're not in the call. She knows. What are you doing? She's getting back in.
James, any idea what's going on with Hope?
She's muted, so I don't know.
Well, that's why I asked
He's in
you
a
instead of
different
her.
room this time.
You know, if we had a straight shot down, I have a beautifully terrible idea.
Alley-oop.
I mean, true.
Oh, I was just thinking, like, if we have, like, a one path that looks like it's pretty clear of trees that just goes at a slant down, sled time.
Oh no, I'm interested.
I told you. Beautifully terrible idea.
I have been told
I'm
I've
gonna
been
laugh.
talked to.
Just
have
seeing
been
if you're back
spoken
and
of.
if we're ready to go.
What are you staring at me for? Guys,
You know what you did?
I was just eating, so I didn't have my headphones in, so I didn't hear anything.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I don't think James got to hear what I said to make him aneurysm harder.
no, I said I would be right back.
I know.
Because people asked me to check on her,
Mm-hmm.
I know.
and she couldn't hear us because she was watching a fucking video.
Matt,
You're being called out. Yeah.
but is there a straight shot down?
No.
It's jungled. It's hard to tell.
Damn.
But you're welcome to try.
Good luck. I'm not saving you.
Oh no, not a jump. An incline. A
Good
slope.
luck. I'm not saving you. Point fact. I am not saving you. He's pretty much given up on the point of stay close, stay near me.
I just want to
Oh,
stop
no.
wandering through the jungle.
We'll be staying very close if you accept this idea. Anyways,
You will
though,
not.
back to in character.
Are we ready to go?
You done eating, babe?
Almost, but I'm ready to go either way because I'll just need to throw away my stuff now.
Okay, Max, you good?
Mhm.
All right, so break signed, go away. Let's do this.
Oh shit! This way.
Did I catch Matt unawares?
No, I saw something I wrote down wrong, and I'm like, damn, I need to fix that.
Oh,
So, best way down the mountain. Any ideas?
not particularly. Sorry.
I have a terrible one.
Well,
Let's see
the
what Jordan
terrible one
thinks
gave me a
first.
cool, nice. Well, the terrible one gave us a nice, cool spacecraft. So, go on.
All right. So we cut down a tree, big enough to fit us all, and then we sled down the incline.
How are we gonna stop it from tipping over?
No. We just go down the incline, not over the edge. Also, I can slow our falls, so if we go over a cliff, we'll be fine.
You know what?
We just
Jungle
need-
Planet takes all the good sense out of me. Let's do it.
As Joran's brain cells die hearing this.
No.
You can't kill what you have already killed.
No, it's fine.
So,
Alright,
is
we
that
need a tree
actually what's
break.
occurring?
That's what they're doing, yeah.
that seems to be what's occurring. Alright, well, let's look for a big enough tree to fit us all.
Okay. Sorsha and Eva, you heard this plan.
George
guess
is all for it.
You know,
I find
I
this
guess
to be a bad
it's-
idea, but I have been outnumbered, so fuck it.
okay. So walking
We're
back
going
down,
to find tree.
make
all-
a survival check.
They all walk back down, and Jordan's going to the plateau
Come on, Joran,
alone.
stay together.
He's not listening.
Don't you know it's time to split the party?
I rolled
Alright.
an 18. But if I have advantage, I will make a second roll. Unless we're doing
Wait.
separate check.
I
No, that
don't-
18's enough.
Hold on. I don't have to do it.
No.
No, you're always free to refuse ideas.
I don't want to do it either.
Well, Jordan's over there.
Okay, bye.
Jordan's starting down the mountain.
The
Yes.
shade, Johnny.
Second roll, 19. If I have advantage.
You're gone.
Slightly better tree.
You're gone.
That he is.
I'm gonna try to catch up to him as fast as I can because I don't wanna.
Fair. Come on, Discord. Stop dropping our DM. We need him.
I'm need to be here to help them.
It did it to me like 4 or 5 times last night.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Jordan and Eva are going down the mountain, walking.
I'm going to the plateau.
Yep, that's what I meant. That's still down the mountain.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure that you knew that I was going to the plateau, not all
Yep,
the way.
I heard that bit. Roll your survival. I'm gonna get to them, but then I'll get to you.
That's fine. You can do
You
that
guys
for-
can find one easy enough, and it's not hard to knock the tree down because Count has a lightsaber.
Yes.
Alright,
But-
so we just.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Whoa, I'm picking up on that heavy. Pull that closer to you. I was
Yes.
picking up heavy on you there. How you guys moving this tree?
We can roll it. It's a tree.
Are you trying to roll it up the mountain?
No, sideways. Once we get it to where we have a line of sight, we get a push start, hop in.
You guys need to make
Let's-
an athletics check then to get it where you want it to go.
Let's say let's cut out a little groove in the middle for us to kind of have a seat to actually
Who wants to
stand
make the check?
/sit in.
Hey, so
Not
there's
me.
3 of you. There's 3 of you. Everybody make their own check. Why did volume not adjust properly?
I will bless myself.
Sorsha, you can do this. Take an inspiration die.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. You're moving a tree.
Sorsha, whatever you roll, add a d8.
Hell yeah.
Look at that, it upgraded.
D4, go. Dirty 20.
Johnny?
5.
21! Thank you, Johnny.
I helped her.
So, you guys aren't used to this,
I got an extra 8.
but you're all moving it at one point and you get it stuck on the tree. And Sorsha, scrawny, thin. Thin's not the right word. Scrawny and non-muscular Sorsha just grabs it. He just like leans back with the character grunting, groaning, and like neck tensing, and then leans and tilts it past and like just shoves it past the street. But after about 20, yeah, we'd put it. It's after about 30 minutes of maneuvering. You guys can get it lined up to go down towards the valley, which will make you guys hit the plateau as well.
All right, let's carve out a bit of a seat for us.
Okay.
Take a few minutes to do that, however long that takes.
Dexterity with this since you try to carve with a lightsaber.
24.
We got some seats to it. So as
All right.
everybody loads into this, after a bit of chiseling, a bit of extra time, it only takes an extra couple of minutes to get a rough line, groove, indent stuff in this for you guys to
Sorsha
sit in.
wishes to stop everyone. Who weighs the most?
Me.
Yeah.
Definitely me. I
You
was gonna
sit in front.
I planned on it.
Johnny sit in back.
Okay.
Sorsha's in the middle like a sandwich.
All right.
The only thing that popped in my head was Gordon Ramsay holding 2 pieces of bread up to your face.
I'm an idiot sandwich.
So,
All right.
as you guys are loading into this, how do you want to push yourself off?
I figured we'd get a running start on each
Lightsaber
side.
to the ground.
So
Extreme
you guys want to
tobogganing.
bobsled this?
Yes,
Yeah.
they want to bobsled it.
Sure.
Okay. Johnny, you just get in it. Going off of the earlier rolls, you're disheartened with everything. You just get in it. And you two take a running start pushing and leaping into this thing as it goes off and just rockets over that first little drop.
I put
And
my
we're gonna flip
sunglasses
to
on.
Joran and Eva. What was your survival check?
My survival was a 25.
Okay. And the athletics for you guys, just because you're going downhill.
Yeah.
It's honestly just as bad as going uphill.
Oh yeah. If not worse, more times than not. More times than not. It'll be a 17 from me.
Eva?
1 second, math.
Fair enough.
She's slow. He's fine.
I mainly
I'm
asked just
sorry.
to make sure she heard.
Yee.
I heard. I don't have food distracting me. I'm sorry, what was it again? What am I counting?
Athletics. It's under your
okay,
strength.
I thought so.
I still can't remember if she's proficient in athletics or not.
It would've been
Probably
weird if
the
you did.
I am.
So it's plus 8.
Yes. 26.
Okay, so you guys are making good time. Using the town, going down, getting there. You guys make it a good couple 100 feet down in the 45 minutes. Then about 40 minutes it takes them to get the log moved, carved, and taken off. And you're taking it down because you're starting to get into the heavier areas slowly, moving along. You avoid a snare this time along. You're making decent time, you think. You've been in a jungle area before. Maybe not this one, but jungles before. And you're feeling good about this. I would like...
The dreaded moment is in the back of his mind constantly.
I would like both groups to choose somebody to roll the d20.
It should be me.
One for each group.
Yeah, it's not me. Don't do me.
I am piloting the front of this device.
It should be you.
Okay.
Feel free to give me inspiration, though.
I can. Why can I touch him?
It won't work on this.
Aw.
Oh, babe,
Mm-hmm.
do you
Is
want
it
me to
just
take
a
it?
black
Oh, yeah. There is no skill involved here. You just threw yourself down the mountain on a log. There is no skill at all.
But there
Do
is.
you want me to roll it, or
The
are you
force.
going to roll it?
My blue dice's favorite number today is 19.
I mean, I don't want to roll, so.
Okay. It's an 18 on my end.
Okay,
My,
that's good.
my phone is broken!
The one would have been really bad right now.
Just runs Joran over.
I mean,
So-
to put him out of his misery.
As you guys launch over the edge, Count is just grabbing the force a little bit to shove this a bit harder. You guys watch as he flicks his sunglasses out as you're in midair and puts them on, as he said. And then you hit the ground running. And best you can guess is something... There's not a lot of gods in religion here in this galaxy, but there's one of them watching you guys, it seems, as you just take off like a bullet.
The force is with us.
Picking up more speed as you go due to the weight of the log. At one point, you hit a rock, but it just shears off the front, like the bottom front of the log. It just makes it more of a ramp, and you just pick up more speed.
Adhere to the inside of the log. Helmet down.
Okay.
By that I mean activated.
So this time, as you go to activate your helmet, by the way, Packet crawls inside the helmet.
Go to your slot. What are you doing?
Do Joran and
It
Ava
slots
just see this
external.
rocket by?
Hold on, we're getting to it.
Okay.
And you guys are picking up speed at Sorsha. Up ahead, you see your two companions who took off ahead of you. Joran and Eva, you hear them coming. It's cacophonous of a log grinding over stuff, slamming in, bouncing between trees, but somehow continuing straight through all of this.
Ava, move left.
Okay.
As you all churn and just see them coming through. In Sorsha, you guys pass within 5 feet of them.
Torsha's just gonna do a little chin wave.
As you guys just turn to the side, and your eyes all meet for that brief moment.
Not mine.
And you're going down towards the plateau. But there's a problem with that. I mentioned there was a waterfall that fed into this plateau, which means it's a drop.
We're in a log. Logs
Hurtling towards this.
Hold on. No. I can't let that slide. Hurling possibly close to 100 miles an hour. And you're going to sit there and say, logs float.
Jordan,
That's
Jordan, you have seen
totally your
speeder
biggest
bikes move
worry
at a
right
slower
now.
speed.
What?
You have seen speeder bikes move at a slower speed.
Yeah, which is more than 100 mile an hour. My point.
Johnny will be
Again.
okay.
Your biggest worry is it floats. I think you'd want it at this point to sink. Because if it floats, that means your ass is going to... Okay, if it floats, the log is going to stay on the surface of the water. Your ass is going to hit the log. That's going to hurt.
Okay. But here's the.
Have
Well,
fun.
Are
here's
you
the real-
guys As
Well, here's the
hold on, back to it. As you guys are approaching the edge,
I have a question.
and you all see it coming, what do you do?
That's what my question was pertaining. Were we supposed? I'll say, this gets us further down where we're supposed to be going, right?
I mean, it's going towards the plateau, which is also pointed towards the center, like the mountain and the cape.
Short answer,
Mountain,
yes.
What kind of a drop is it?
You
don't
can't
know
really
yet.
tell because you're approaching it, so you don't have a good view.
But the point is, we'll be going. I'll say we'll be going. We'll be getting there quicker, I guess technically.
The world's best log ride.
Good luck.
What
Wait,
do you guys do?
Hold on.
Wait. Count could catch us, right? If it was gonna be deadly.
I will slow our fall.
I'm waiting. We have a small timer going down.
Hold on.
I have spoken my piece.
Yes, Eric?
I'm going.
Unless Johnny shouts something to change.
You're going?
Rush just going over the falls,
Okay.
man.
We're going.
Jordan, Eva, you watch as they all hunker down as the edge approaches and then shoot off into open air. And it's kind of impressive that they got a log to clear about 50 feet forward before it starts to arc down.
Joran just turns
Good
his head,
lord.
looks back at Ava, and says, "At least one of you were smart. Let's move. They're gonna be bragging by
We're
the time we
pretty
get down
smart.
there."
I
By the
love
time we
Jordan's
get-
confidence they'll be alive.
By the time he's used to their fucking bullshit working. By the
Right,
time
what's
we get
going
down there, they'll be bragging that it succeeded. If you want, just ignore it. I plan to.
I was more concerned about my safety than having fun.
Well, the Force Boy can stop them from falling too far too fast, so it's fine.
Don't care.
Neither
Force
do I.
boy.
As you guys go up and over, you get the most Mortimer can give you. The most confused message you can get from Mortimer Chani pops up on your headset.
Take a photo.
Basically, the question of, you asked me to help you avoid danger. Why?
They just get back to command, take a photo. As they're flying to the thing.
It takes a video and several photos as this is happening.
Saoirse's gonna put her arms up in the air. And
And as you guys go,
Instinctively grab Sorsha because she's now not holding on to anything.
fair. And you guys arc into open air, and you have a gorgeous view of the jungle. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. But then you guys feel gravity.
Count's gonna take the Captain Morgan pose. Take my hand.
And you guys are looking down and heading towards the lake currently.
Do they take Count's hand?
yeah, of course.
Okay, so I know this is a really quick, just quick judgment observation. What is the closest shoreline?
A close to shoreline from up here, it's hard to say the thing's width because you're probably a good 400 feet up. And you're pretty close to the center of it, except you're a little bit farther away from the cliff edge than the center of this at the ending of the arc and falling forward.
Well, Ava,
Everybody jump
at
forward.
they at least cleared our path.
Yeah, you have a path now.
I hope
Let's
they
hope
didn't
they-
catch anything's attention.
Oh, they most certainly did. Without a doubt. There's no doubt in my mind.
Gross.
I like
Yeah.
to think that Predator saw this and just walked away.
That what?
They're just like,
The Predator saw this and walked away. Of just, you know what? Never mind. I don't want that anymore.
They know better than to eat crazy.
Scavengers don't.
Yeah.
stupid's contagious.
As you guys grab Count. Count let go of this to grab your hand, which means he pulled away, which means Sorsha pulled away. Johnny, are you holding them to this or letting it go?
They seem to want to go up, so I'll trust their judgment.
I told them jump.
And you guys are all in free fall. It's kind of hard to jump though, because when you jump to kick off, that's going to go backwards, and it's not going to go for you guys moving very far forward.
No, we just need that tiny bit of forward momentum. That's all.
And the log continues
momentum at
forward
this point
still
would be very
because
bad.
momentum. Yeah, but he's starting to do weird shit, which causes.
I know, that's fine. I'm just...
And the log
in my
continues
head.
underneath you guys forward more because it has higher mass and speed. You guys are plummeting, and everything's accelerating.
Trying to
Eventually,
find
the log
feather on the pig.
slow fall.
No, okay, it's no, that's what.
Should be slow fall.
Oh, I had a search category up accidentally. That's why.
Ah. And you guys
Yeah,
are all
so
plummeting
I'm
now,
loud.
and picking up speed, and like the G-force starts pulling at you, like your cheeks and all that.
And slow the fall, as we have
And
1 minute
about-
to decide.
1 minute at 60 feet per for a round, right?
Letting
How
us
close
just
to the ground? How close do you want to get before you slow yourself?
I was gonna try to go with while we still had forward momentum, so we'd slowly just be drifting forward.
When you slow your
There's
fall,
my
you kind of
first-
lose all that momentum for the most part because you're grabbing yourselves forcefully to stop and slow. And you lost most of it when you tried to jump away from it, anyways.
Okay. Well, quite frankly, we'll reach the bottom within 1 minute, so.
Mm-hmm. And the log careens down anyways. You watch it hit the water, you hear it smash into it, and it splinters a decent bit on the front, but you watch it drift back up, and it's still in one piece, kind of. A lot of the front's been destroyed, but it's still kind of floating there as you guys are slowly drifting down. You're probably just a good 60 feet away from the shoreline as you slowly sit in the water. Log's right next to you if you guys want to use it for anything.
I'll climb back in the log.
And now it is boat.
Now it's boat. Doubles as boat.
Thank you, tree.
Johnny?
Yo.
You see something familiar.
No.
Yeah. You guys don't notice it because you've never really seen this before, and it blends in with all the trees very well. But Johnny has seen this before. Johnny saw this when she went to gather information from a certain slicer. Except it was much smaller at that time. You see a very long, green, scaly tail blending in with the underfoliage near one of the lake's edges.
Johnny holds out a finger and says, "Big snake."
Johnny in
Lost
the
the
boat.
ability to communicate
snake.
properly.
Can we
And-
just stay here and float a while, Johnny?
It's starting to shift.
Big snake coming this way.
How far away, Big Snake?
Good question.
Well, its tail end is a good distance off. It's a good about 150 feet off.
Not far enough.
But it's starting to
So-
slowly slip into the water. And now that she's pointed it out, you guys can see this. And when
So,
she says big snake, she's not kidding. This thing's thicker, its tail is thicker than any of you.
How close is it?
Like I said, the tail's about 150 feet off.
As it's going into the water. But what about the part of it that's in the water?
No like.
You guys can't see it very well. The sun's on it, but you know how algae and all that will build up heavy in these areas, kinds like this?
Oh, the water is no visibility. Absolutely.
And the log landing didn't help.
Protect me, boat.
Sorsha is gone, by the way. Because I heard her talking in the background of
Sorsha's
your
gone.
microphone.
Sorsha's right here, but
No, there's
Sorsha
Sorsha.
is muted.
Oh, she muted herself.
Oh,
So
Sorsha.
she was walking by me.
Sorsha.
Fair.
Arlo.
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
How close
I
to
mean, we're
shore?
having the lead patrol up here.
Johnny.
Oh, I know what you guys are doing. You guys are slowly working your way down, right? It's a very nice walk at this point.
Yeah.
You've
Obviously not
dictated the way.
slowly, but
How close to shore?
Johnny.
Hi.
Should we shoot it or paddle away?
It's about 60 feet. The shore is about 60 feet away.
Whenever I found a smaller one, I tried to trank it, but it didn't take. And these tranks are normally pretty effective. So, do with
Can
that what you
lightning
will.
it?
Yeah, you can, but we're in boat.
Yes. We're in boat, not in water.
Fair.
Johnny,
Hi.
the tail thickness compared to this one compared to the last one is approximately twice as thick.
This big snake. Where is shore?
About 60 feet away ahead of you.
Toward snake?
Away from snake.
Let's head to shore. Paddle. Paddle quickly.
I have a short sword to help paddle.
that'll help.
Was that Max?
Nope.
No.
I guess athletics is a paddle. Because that's swimming.
Yes, it is. It would be considered.
So I'm,
athletic.
I'm going to say
strength-based.
you guys can make athletics checks.
Come on, Count. Get us out of here. Take the inspiration.
Wait, what?
Yeah, take a D8.
Inspiration die, D8.
All right. Well, I rolled a 21.
Okay. Are you using the? Is that with the D8?
That is without.
Are you using the D8?
I'm debating because if this
Here.
is a very hard
About-
threshold of time,
About 60 feet from the shore in a rough line, as this tail's swimming through, you see something arch slightly in the water stir out.
row, row, row your boat. Gently get the fuck away.
I got a 15 if that matters.
Okay. So is 21 your final there, Count?
Yeah, I'll hold on to this.
Oh, I was muted. I was trying to give Shawnee a 4.
I heard you say it. Did you hear that? Did you add that bit?
Oh, I got a guidance? How sweet.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
gave you guidance. She did say that earlier. I guess it just didn't come
But I'm
through.
dumb, I'm muted.
In that case, I got a 17.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Always give Eric D4s. He is king.
I got a 2. It wasn't good.
You are still king.
Count, you've
Still
abandoned the
one.
sword. You took a row into and realized that wasn't work, and you just got on your knees, leaned forward, or just slamming dolphin style your arms into the water at this point. Move. Sorsha, you're trying to help, and you're helping a bit, but Count's obviously doing the most of it with Chani in the back, who is just on the leaning to one side, hands cupped, rapidly and almost panickingly just swatting at the water, trying to row and speed you guys up.
Be ready to electric dart it like you did that one guy. And the ghost.
And the rest of the tail flows into the water.
Ew.
As you guys are rowing, since you guys have a clear path and they took a while to fall, you're probably coming about to the edge now. For Jorad and Eva, about the edge of the cliff side where they came off. And you look down and you can see them. You can see them just paddling a lot harder than you normally would expect.
Especially
Obviously
Sorsha,
looking like
man.
panic.
And from above, You can see a very large water disturbance.
Oh,
Like, looking at the surface of it alone, like, on the surface you probably wouldn't, but you can see some of the gunk and stuff just swirl and move.
see there? I told you they found something. Woke something up.
You guys,
Hi.
you're about 20 feet out from the shore.
I'm
Johnny?
taking a knee and aiming the
Mhm.
sights.
Okay. It'll be
Ow.
like it'll be at the very edge of your thing. You probably won't be able to quite hit it towards where they are. But you'll be able to see what happens.
Oh, if I can't shoot. Oh, I thought it was less than that. Never mind.
Remember, the drop is 400 feet, and you're trying to shoot angularly towards the far side of a lake.
It's really far
right.
away.
Generally, when you're shooting down, you have more range, though.
We're also using laser rifles, so gravity's a bitch to manage.
You're right.
You know?
What's
You're
the?
right.
Is the shore they're going to? Because obviously it's either left or right. Because the river still keeps going over the fucking plateau edge.
They're kind of
So-
angled to the side of the river right now.
So right or left?
Towards the left of the river, is closer to where they landed.
Okay.
And you guys see, Chani, you look backwards. Just below the surface of the water, you see a very familiar set of eyes.
Is it this thing's fucking twin or something? It shouldn't be so familiar to me.
No, you saw these when you were sleeping. I mean, when everybody was sleeping.
Oh, fuck.
How insightful is Chani?
Very.
Roll an insight then, because you might be able to notice this.
Not this time.
Ava,
That there's a 9.
He just wants to be pet.
Yeah, you're too panicked. You just see eyes. Very large eyes.
Row faster.
Ava, do we save them?
I mean, I would assume we have to.
Thought I was your friend.
We don't have to do anything. That's why I asked. But anyway, we'll go down there. Hold on tight,
As you guys
and I'll
get
begin
to the
flight.
shore. Okay, you begin the flight down. Are you like flying the whole way, or are you jumping off, dropping, getting closer to the surface, and then going?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna turn it on, jump, and once getting closer, fly the rest.
Okay, you're a good ways back still, just because the. it's a
Oh yeah,
big
no, of
lake.
course. Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah,
I
I'm
won't
just
fly
letting
to
you know.
them. I'm going to fly to the shore.
Getting to the shore at the bottom would be fairly quick, just because you can drop in a jetpack.
Yeah. I'll
You
walk to them,
guys-
but I want to make sure I'm in sight range.
Bump,
So I
and you
can
guys
shoot.
hit the shoreline, right?
Mhm.
And whatever it is still behind you, but it hasn't caught up. It's like it's keeping pace. And you guys are now at the shore with this log boat you've made.
I'm out.
Source just leaping, like leapfrogging count to get out of this.
Come on, Johnny.
Move up the shoreline.
But all you guys bailing.
Thank you, boat.
And
Boat,
As
we
you
will never
guys get
forget
out.
you.
what are you guys doing as you get out?
Running.
Is it behind us? Still getting up there?
How close is the snake?
Well, as you guys stop to turn and look back some, a head starts to rise out of the water. It's very much a mix of mostly reptilian base, long snout. You see teeth, dozens of teeth. But it's slightly more angular like and more snake-like, I guess would be serpentine-like than a lot of lizard heads you've seen. And following that is a long, thick trunk of a neck.
I cast infiltrate.
That's what you guys see right now. As you take a second to look back.
But how far away?
It's about 15 feet off the shore.
I will curse it.
What does Curse do?
Curse If they lose their charisma saving throw, they lose a D4 from their attack roll or saving throw.
Right.
All right. That's initiative then.
Goddamn. I'm
If
sorry.
you're wanting to activate hostilities.
Yeah.
Do I get my infiltrate off before initiative or after?
He did say it before Sorcia said anything.
Yeah. So you probably have it off.
Yeah. Free spell. China roller fucking bullshit.
Jordan, you're on the ground watching this. You just saw this head rise from the lake.
Well, at least I can see it, and it's in range. I don't know if you're in range or not. Well, I know you're not in range. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna try to hunker down here. If it goes to
alright.
attack him, I'm gonna shoot it.
I got a 12, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
From the
forgot
far
to
side
roll
of the lake, you
initiative.
can't shoot. Remember, lakes are big bodies of waters.
Wait, far side? I thought I landed on the same shore.
Well, you said you want to leave near the cliff edge.
No, I
thought
wanted to
just
land
drop
on the
down and
shore
land
that they were on.
Oh,
gonna
the shore they
jump
were
down
going
and
to?
fly.
Then you're
Yeah.
still on the way.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah. Then you're still on the way. I thought you wanted to land near the base of the cliff and then walk.
Fuck no. No. I wanted to land on the
Okay.
shore and then walk to it. Not at the shore. Not directly where they are, but the shore over there. I don't know how to put it.
I know
I
what you
would
mean
draw
now.
it out. I would draw it out, but I can't. And if it's necessary, I did roll an initiative die.
Everybody needs to roll initiative so I can keep track of how I take it back. I'm going to be honest. Eva doesn't really need to roll initiative because Eva is so fucking far away with very little way of getting there.
Isn't Jordan carrying her?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said you were jumping down without her.
With her.
No. I said
Sorry,
hold
I
on.
missed it.
And then jumped with
Then
her.
roll initiative. You said hold on. I thought when you said hold on, you just took off without her.
No.
Yeah, then everybody roll initiative. Let me roll initiative for this thing.
I rolled a 16.
He'll do a countdown.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
We'll make it.
Side note. The toothpaste towards
Hey.
the blue dice.
Thing.
Huh?
Your mic is going nuts. Fix it.
Sorry.
The toothpaste dice like this game.
Cool.
So 30 to 20.
28.
30 to 20. 25. I got good on initiative for once.
25. Jordan. 24 to
Hold on.
20.
Hold on. The fucking page quit on me. Give me a second.
You have a +5 initiative.
Oh, well then I got 25.
We have the same dex
I'll
mod.
just have. Yeah, I'll just put Jordan first since he's the one flying right now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anybody else in that area?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't expect to go before the dexterous snake, but
It's not that dexterous. I shouldn't have said that, but it's kind of obvious with something this size.
you'd be surprised.
Fair. Yeah, actually looking at it. Never mind. I lie. Anyways. 19 to 15?
Oh, Johnny.
Johnny?
Oh,
She already
Johnny.
said 12.
I didn't hear her.
Yeah.
Well, this is the same word that we normally
Actually, I need to roll one more thing.
What
Oh,
was
hey.
Sorcia's?
Source was 16.
Sorcia said 16. I heard it in the background, but not from
Yeah.
her.
She's muted because she's near me.
Ah.
20.
I don't know what you do in your house.
We have tiny house, so when she makes stuff, it has to move stuff. Okay, so starting off initiative count, it's there. Rising gets head out of the water. It's like I said, it's about 15 feet away, and it's in the water.
You know what? It's time to spin to win.
Under the water.
Ignite. I will pull out the blue lightsaber and activate my saber storm and let it rip around me.
Two very different things. 2 very different days.
Yep.
Oh.
So activating your saber storm for your bonus action.
That's actually an action.
Oh, that's an action. Oh, that's rough.
I can. It's because you can attack with the action if they're close enough.
Oh, and it's still too far away, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to use that as the action and then just hold up my other lightsaber and shield and take a defensive stance with it. Really, just standing next to Sorsha.
Okay. Joran, Eva. Because you guys are both just kind of moving. I assume Joran's dashing for his.
Yeah.
Eva, doing anything while you're sitting in his arms? You guys can all see this big serpentine, heavy scale, moss encrusted snake.
I just really like how Chani and Sorsha are so close to the fucking snake, but yet they're the last ones to react to the snake.
It's really scary. Okay, we're stunned a little bit. Happens
Well,
that
you
way.
three and count. Yeah, you three. So you count and Chani are all just on the edge of the storyline because you invoked initiative as soon as everybody landed.
Yeah.
So anything from Eva while you guys are this far away, you're still really far off.
Babe.
Mm.
Then say no, because there's really nothing you can do. You don't have anything
Okay.
in range that I know of, unless you got some special shit.
Mm-mm.
Alrighty. That brings it.
Hold action for Jordan's next movement if that brings them closer.
No.
No. Okay.
He's trying to fly across the lake.
Yeah, she just has a blaster pistol for the longest range, right?
Yep. And lakes are huge. You guys got this far because of you ramped at high speeds on a log.
I think the lyrics I sent you were quite fitting.
I haven't looked at them, honestly, because we were doing this.
Yeah. You'll have to later at some point. It's a good song.
It's the Snacky Snack's turn. It's just sitting there. Sorsha, what are you doing?
Wait, it's not attacking us?
It's just sitting there.
I
Watch
can't attack a defenseless creature!
I don't think anything this size has ever been called defenseless before.
Has anybody else attacked it, or is Sorsha just gonna be a bitch?
No one
Nobody's
has
attacked
attacked
it. You don't have to cast. You have your turn to decide stuff.
I already cursed it, right?
No.
I cursed it.
No, because when you go to do stuff, that's when initiative starts. And you haven't won it. You've lost in initiative compared to it.
Then never mind, I didn't curse it. We don't want to attack it if it's not gonna hurt us. God damn it, why you gotta do that to me?
You can.
I did
you can do
nothing.
your-
You
You
did
can
it to me!
Not like someone speaker, but you can always do your insightful fighting to insight it.
Wait, how close do I have to 30 feet to sense emotion?
Let me look at sense of motion, because sometimes things only work on humanoids versus beasts.
Babe, Mike.
I'm just moving around a bit.
Then hold
Oh,
it
it
down
has
away
to be
from you.
humanoids, never mind. He's a snook.
Snake, it
He's
does
not
not fit
humans.
humanoid.
No, very much not.
Not unless it's a solid.
More liquid.
Oh, it's very solid, but
Second
Saoirse
plug.
doesn't
David
wanna
Hayter,
hurt the
you're welcome
snake.
anytime.
David
Huh?
Hayter, welcome anytime. You're
Saoirse
right.
doesn't
you're
want to
right.
hurt Snake.
you don't have to do anything.
Saoirse is
Inside
going
section
to do her insightful fighting, and then she's going to just aim at the snake, just in case.
Okay, so preparatory shot.
Yeah.
All right, roll your insight. Let me
How
check
deceptive.
something.
Is this a sneaky snake? Is it deceptive?
Well, sneaky snake and deceptive are two totally different things.
David Hayter, is this you inside of this other snake?
I got 22.
At least it isn't solid snake.
I can't beat that. Not with this. Okay, you get insightful fighting off. Trying to get an idea of it looking over. You'll get one thing from it. It has intelligence behind its eyes. It's not looking at you. You've seen animals. You've seen them how they look. This one just seems to have a bit more going on its head. It seems to have some form of intelligence.
Hey, Mike.
It's a smart snake.
It's Smart
I
Snake.
can't do anything about it.
Saoirse can't hurt Smart Snake. Saoirse's out. She's done.
Are you still readying your shot if it attacks?
It's not gonna be like an obvious aim. It's just gonna be like a low aim.
So, still an obvious I can, because you're right in front of it.
Arlo is prepared.
But you can ready yourself.
I'm gonna ready myself.
Okay, ready to action. Johnny, what would you like to do?
Oh shit, it's my turn. Let's just haste count. 'Cause that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Anything else?
Bonus action, all mine are bullshit, so no.
I was
Okay.
waiting for her to finish all the snake love there, and then Chani to just, I shoot the snake.
Thought about it. Didn't do it yet.
You thought about it, and then your self-preservation kicked in.
Not necessarily.
Fair.
Because I
Count,
still
you're up.
hasted the man who stabs.
Alright.
I like how nobody tried to move away from it at all.
Right.
So, should I stab it, or are we just gonna stand here and wait for it to attack us first?
Wait.
Can we see Joran coming in?
Oh yeah, you guys can see him. He's rocketing at a decent clip.
Jordan's
over
gonna shoot that
towards
thing
the-
immediately, by the way.
You assume.
For sure.
I'll radio Joran.
He's within range for comm links, especially on a nice open
Okay.
area.
So,
You have very little time left, though.
Should we just mark this thing, or let it be?
No response.
Oh, he's still mad.
I'll move myself a bit forward, interposing in between Sorsha and Chani and the snake,
You have plus
Okay.
2 AC. Don't forget.
being in front of a
You
triangle.
can step in front of them easy enough, but if you move forward too much, you'll be going into water.
No, I'm not in the water. Just making the front of a triangle.
And on the
Okay,
wall.
just making sure so you know.
Yes. And yep, hell. Yeah, I'll hold an attack action if it comes at us.
All right. Joran, Eva, flying forward. You're still a ways off. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Yep, that's fine. Not your fault.
Decisions were made that I can't control here.
No, you're good.
The
I knew
long
this was
right
gonna
fist.
It's not your fault.
Back to the snake. You guys, it looks over at you guys, and then it looks down at the log. And out of the water, you watch a heavy claw hand's not the right term. It has 3 in the front and then 1 in the back. Just set, and it covers like half of this log that you guys wrote down, and then picks up the log. It is just kind of looking at it.
They have my boat.
Don't do it.
And that's its turn. It's just currently looking at the log. Sorsha. On the far side of the lake. Very far away. It's still like nearly the same distance as Joran is away. You see a fairly tall, lithe, and kind of, well, it's kind of hard to tell from here, but it's kind of tallish for what you would guess at this distance. Green-skinned figure running at high speeds along the edge of the lake.
Is it coming towards us?
It's wrapping around the lake right now. It's humanoid and it's wearing stuff, and it looks to be carrying a spear at the moment.
Sorsha is like, I don't care about the snake anymore. And she's just like, guys, and she like looks at the guy, person, humanoid. How close is he?
Long distance off. It's coming out. It came out. I'm trying to do math. It's it's far. It's about as far as Jordan, so it's good. 1,200 feet away.
One thing at a time. Thank you, though.
Do we have any of the meat left from the dinner that we ate?
No.
No. Would this thing eat fruit?
I don't know. Would it? You don't know.
Sorsha's going to take a fruit and she's going to like lightly toss it towards the snaky boy. She doesn't think he's gonna eat it, but she wants to be like, hey bud, and then she's just gonna put out her hand like, you're okay, it's okay.
Are you trying to ask to make an animal handling to calm it down, you think?
Do I have that?
Everybody
Everyone
has
has
it.
I
animal handling.
want to do that.
Yay.
Okay.
Go.
21.
Just looks up at you. It looks away from the boat as you do this, and it looks down at the fruit. And it looks up at you. And its head tilts to the side a little bit.
Baby. I think
It
it's
picks
cool,
it up.
guys.
No, it doesn't pick it up. It has that. Still has the boat in its hand. It's just kind of still staring.
Do I get good vibes? Is it a good like
Hard to say, as you've never seen a creature like this before. But it hasn't bitten anybody yet.
Shit.
But was my
Sure.
animal handling successful?
We'll find out.
I
You
can't
think?
tell you like that. That's a metagaming way of putting it.
Sorsha's gonna be like, guys, I think the snake's cool. I think we could just like leave the snake alone. And she's going to like put her arms out and back away from the snake, keeping her eyes on.
Okay. Johnny, how far back actually?
I want to go 10 feet.
Okay, Johnny, what are you doing?
Well, shit's happening. It's happening. It's kind of weird. So I'm just going to follow Sorsha's lead. And go ahead and back up and be non-aggressive. Maintaining concentration on haste.
Because you broke Infiltrator by casting that.
You're right.
Fair.
I should be okay. Yep.
It did give a weird cock of the eye when you just appeared.
Fair. That's entirely fair.
Go, it's back to you. Is anything happening? I'll ask this. Is any hostilities planning on occurring at the moment?
I'll look back at them and look at the snake. Hmm.
Don't do it.
You know what? We'll let Jordan start this if he starts it. And I'll back up with them.
Alright. Jordan and Eva, you're flying. You're flying, you're flying, you're flying.
Do I see that nerd running down the fucking lake
You don't.
as well? I don't.
No, you don't.
That's fair. That's fair.
20 is the capping point I've noticed for a lot of checks. The breaking point for a lot of checks.
Like literally everything's passive, just about.
Player-wise, at half the time.
Oh no, I meant for actually seeing anything, as Sorsha sees everything.
Sorsha's amazing.
But you gotta remember, 20 is a pretty damn high thing to just passively notice things.
Correct.
I know, but it sits there and doesn't fall on a lot of the people with 16, 17, and I think 15.
Anyway.
Anyways.
It's gonna set the boat back down, and it'll turn its head to look back at something. If you guys looked when Source reported it out, you guys would have seen the humanoid, and it's looking back over, and it looks like it's looking at the humanoid that's running still.
Baby.
And it puts the boat down.
Did it eat my fruit?
No.
I'm glad we're calling this log that's been splintered and nearly broken in half a boat.
And
It served the
I mean, yeah,
purpose.
that's
What else would you call it?
let me roll something.
Junk.
Wrong. His boat.
No. Is junk.
It's just gonna look back at them, and it'll look back and give you one more look before you watch it turn around and start to sink back into the water.
It's junk or aliens happen.
Can't. Johnny, I think you just had a bad experience with
Sorsha,
this.
you guys are up.
They went
We
towards
can-
the water.
Yeah, it sunk back into the water. We can end initiative unless you guys wish to do something on it.
No, man. Like, he's chill.
Now that everything seems peaceful, it's time to shoot it a bunch of times. No.
Yet I don't know it's you
His
guys.
guard's down.
Okay, so initiative
Guards
over
down,
then.
sneak attack.
Person's still running along the edge. Although it's not, I'll say for you guys watching now, it's not as frantic of a speed as it was before. Now that the snake has sunk back into the water.
Well, let's just stand here on the beach and see what happens.
All right.
I'm glad he's like, oh, let's just stand here on this beach where we're obviously in plain sight for everything, waiting on this
we're
person
It
who
takes
knows.
It'll take about 2.5 minutes, but about that point you can get up to them, and you've used up a hefty charge because that's a lot of time flying straight for you.
That's fine.
But-
I can recharge it.
Yep, but everybody's met up now, and that figure is still making their way across. They're quite quick, but they have to circle around a lake. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we're
You're
gonna
gone.
hear. Max is gone.
Oh. Come on, Discord.
Don't blame just Discord.
I'm back.
Max, there's Max.
Jordan,
Discord
Ava, you
hates
missed
me.
a lifetime chance.
No response.
Say what?
He said, Joran, Ava, you missed a once in a lifetime chance. No response.
We're waiting on a guy. We're waiting on a guy that's running towards us to see what happens.
Seems legit.
At this point, it'll. What?
I just got
Angry
him
Mike.
away.
Better?
Yeah.
It'll take about 10 minutes, but
I'm just gonna recharge
Eventually.
my batteries. In that
Fair.
10 minutes.
it takes, I think, a short rest to recharge batteries, though.
I'm gonna try. He's gonna get
So
the
about 10
start of
minutes
the process,
after
and then
Jordan gets there. breaking through the foliage of the area, because it is like a small beach area, but it pretty quickly picks back up to jungle, you know? Let me bring up the description. Like I said before, it was decently tall. Maybe about, I say decently tall. I need to remember heights, you know? About 5'8", so moderate
Shorter
height.
than me.
Yep. Deeper green skin. Has some, like, a black hair, long black hair, pulled back into a braided up right now, probably so it doesn't catch into anything. Very feminine figure. That's heavily muscular.
Oh,
Nothing like overall like more runner's build, but muscular than like bodybuilder.
oh, great! It's an Amazon.
Standing at 5'8". Green, like I said, dark green skin, a bit of like a heavier brow, like a bone ridge almost above the eyes.
Did we just find an orc in Star Wars?
No,
It's not an orc, but fair. Sorry, just an orc in Star Wars just bursts out of the forge minute and just stops and is staring at the moment. Kind of like looking between you and the lake. You and the lake. With what looks like mild surprise, I would say, on its face. Her face. You guys can see the gender now. I don't have to
She thought we were gonna kill the snake.
bold of you to assume that we would succeed.
She's currently wearing very crude clothing would be the best bet. It looks like it's made out of a number of like leathered out like leather, probably made or tanned by herself.
Primitive.
But it's very light, you know, because it's hot, humid. We're turning back to the rest of you, and are all of you crazy?
Not legally.
Yes.
Nope.
They are.
I was out hunting and you just... Why? And points over at the log.
You already answered your own question. They're crazy.
And lucky, apparently. I'm surprised you were eaten.
Fate guides us where it will.
You shut up.
But it's
I don't think
worked
fate guided
every
anything.
time.
What do you mean we almost got eaten?
Did you not see what just looked at you?
It was baby.
It's anything but a
More-
baby.
It was more dumbfounded that you survived. It probably watched you fly through the air.
This is out of character, but for some reason the way that you're doing Joran's voice today makes me think of like a rich guy who's like, ha, ha.
That's because I can't make my voice go any deeper to his actual thing right now. I have a little bit of a sore throat.
Fair. I'm just saying, the way that you're doing it tonight for some reason just makes me think of that.
Yeah, last night's cackler voice was... Ugh. It was bad.
Not
It was
fun?
More talking than needed to be happening with the cackler. And it ruined my voice today. Anyway.
Like rubbing the bridge of the nose at this, because you guys have done some crazy stuff, obviously.
I'd have to assume that if Jordan took his helmet off, there'd be a fucking nosebleed. Like dried blood from a nosebleed from earlier.
No, you're healthy. You didn't have a stroke, aneurysm, or heart attack.
Yet.
Yet. So,
Give me a minute.
I guess... Well, I'm Mila, what are you guys doing here?
Well, we're
Crash?
kinda sorta. We're looking for something since we're down here.
You're looking for something on the planet that doesn't let people leave.
Yeah, there are some complications for us getting down here.
I'd say I got a pretty rude rebuttal last time I crashed and sent out an emergency beacon.
So you're saying you crashed here and they wouldn't let you leave?
Yeah,
Are you part of a group of like-minded individuals?
it's gonna scan over you, but she's gonna look over all of you.
We're obviously not here
What
by
are you looking for?
choice. We're looking for some ruins of sort. Have you seen any?
Her eyes will harden a bit like that at the mentioning of any ruins. It's like that depends on what ruins you're looking for and why.
To be entirely honest, sift
And
things.
spear has slipped from off back into hand.
To be entirely honest, ancient force things, and because some really bad people are trying to find them before we do.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll make a persuasion check.
Jordan just
I
sitting
will
on.
help her.
You help? I don't
Roll
know.
an
You have to
extra
you have
4.
to speak and talk
Yeah.
to provide help.
She's doing guidance.
I'm doing guidance.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
Oh, that's different thing entirely.
Every time people say help, I assume help action rather than guidance.
Sorry, I mean
She's
guidance.
just putting, she's just
All
putting
the
a hand on
while-
Johnny's
So
shoulder.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Tawny's shoulder and I'm like, yeah. You got this.
28.
All the while, Jordan's just sitting on a stump with a tech pad out, trying to figure out how to plug it up to a battery.
She'll stop, and she's still looking at trying to figure out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
The
he's brand new
the
to tech.
image is great.
He's brand new to tech.
Still gripping the
Jordan's just
spear
behind.
kind of tight. We've seen ruins.
If you help
I
us
don't
get to
think you
them.
want to go for them.
Yeah, they're supposedly some pretty bad places, but if we can get there and do what we need to do, then we could be out of your hair in relatively quickly.
So you have a way off.
That's entirely possible. Why? Would you like to leave?
Maybe.
Well then,
But more importantly, I think you should come with me before we send you to those ruins.
that's fair. We can discuss
They
possibly
have
getting off
some-
this rock later.
There's some things very wrong around that area.
I'd imagine. Thank you for your assistance.
I would like to inside check this person.
Okay, go for it.
Six- 16.
It's a good thing I was rolling persuasion, not deception. She seems to be telling the truth. She's very, like, you can tell she's very on edge about the rune, mentioning the runes, but... Other than that, she seems to have been honest. She'll put her spear back on her back, however it was on there, as she's moving. You can probably see some, like, crude holster or something to hold it on, strapped on.
Yeah, by now she's probably noticed that we are decked out in actual technology.
Yeah, and she's giving me very odd looks over it all. That way as well. At least crash prepared? Landed prepared? Still not sure on that one.
Mandalorians are always prepared.
You know, I think I met one of your kind before. They refused any help.
And then he probably died.
Yeah, quite so. He didn't listen to any of the warnings and hints we gave.
Was it in the temple?
I don't think he ever made it to the temple.
Was
He
it
just-
via giant snake?
No, not Giant Snake. He wandered off into some other areas around here. Not everything's safe, if you can't guess. The mountains, pretty okay, and hooks a thumb at the lake. Nothing wants to come near.
Yeah, Mandalorians are prideful. I can understand him refusing help, but he was still a fool.
He was surprisingly insulted about it, but enough of that. Let us how about this? Just come with me. We have somewhere you could probably at least get a decent rest.
So long as you don't try to take my guns.
Just waves hands. I don't think it'd be a very good shot anymore.
So
Besides,
how long
I
have you
have-
been?
Me? About 15 years now, as she's starting to walk. She's starting to walk back around this lake, the direction she came from.
Joran will stay toward the ass end of the group, and I'm going to roll a sleight of hand.
Ooh, what would you
Sleight
like
of
to be
hand to
doing?
what?
I'm going to sleight of hand send a text message to Johnny,
Oh,
and I will if it succeeds. Well, the text message will go through, so I will text Eric that, but I'll text it to you as well, Matt.
oh.
Okay. Hey, roll your sleight of hand.
It will be. I need to pull up my sheet. My sheet closed. Why did my sheet close? Right here, sheet. Okay. It'll be a 19 total. So Sorcerer will see it.
Okay. I guess, yeah, Sorsha sees you send a text. Sorsha, you see Joran send something over his tech pad.
Sorcerer's just not gonna think anything of it.
Fair.
She has no reason to be suspicious of her good pal Joran.
I mean, that's fair. So, how did you get the snake to not eat you?
It was good snake. What? He was a good
doesn't like
snake.
intruders usually.
He was a good boy.
Well, we didn't attack it. That probably helped.
I mean, that helped once it decided not to attack you, I assume, but I've seen people wander in before and they went in the water and didn't come out.
Sorcerer's just gonna like. I have a certain way about me, I guess. Animals like me.
Okay.
I don't know why the snake didn't eat us.
And part of the way back, she's like, hold on a second, I was breaking down food for it while you guys crash landed your log?
You guys make food offerings to it?
I mean, offerings is a bit rough. It keeps a lot of the areas safe for us, so we tend to throw food to it. And she'll pull out a very large, like roasted hunk of animal, quadrupedal animal, and kind of like heft and lob it in the water some, and it'll float off some before you watch a like clawed hand wrap around it and it sinks in. You just give it food. I mean, as stupid as it sounded, apparently it started like, you know how you give your treats to your pet?
No.
Well, apparently it didn't like whatever that fruit is.
I mean, it's carnivorous. It doesn't really eat fruit, to my knowledge.
That's the only thing I had.
Anyways, I need to.
Sorry.
I'm sorry if I seem a bit stuttery or quiet here. I'm just shocked that you survived both the fall and that. Anyways, we do need to be heading out some. It's a long walk to get back around the lake.
We've done a lot of walking. So,
I'd imagine so. I mean, you're up here. Can't say that's an easy climb or walk.
The second message he sends is a lot less stealthy.
Okay. You guys have any problems, anything I can help you with that you need to know? Besides, obviously, the needing to see that temple or the ruins.
or you said temples or ruins earlier, so that makes it sound like there's plural. There's a
Well, ruins is... I said temple or ruins, as in it's kind of... It was only really one. It was just, I guess, how I said it. Sorry.
So, what exactly goes wrong over there?
I'm not the best one to describe it. I've seen it, and I know the animals, there's something's off with them and the plants, but I'm not the best to tell you what's wrong with them. I don't really know. I know a decent bit about this, and she like waves her arms at the area around her, but other than that, that's not really my area of knowledge.
Well, then, walking and talking give us an overview of this. He'll wave a hand at everything around like she did.
Well, and then she'll start it and stuff and describing things like, as you guys are walking, like certain fruits that are edible, which ones to stay away from. She points at one of the spiky fruits as you guys are going near and points out, that is hallucinogenic. I wouldn't eat it. It makes surviving the forest just a little harder. The forest. Surviving the jungle just a lot harder. I'm pointing at different, like, there's a few plants you guys have seen plentiful of that are very obviously edible now that she's said them. At least obviously to her. Points out that they're edible. Small little creatures to avoid, just like that one will give you something if you eat it. Things like that. And before terribly long, I say before terribly long, after a little bit of walking, you guys come back around to where the waterfall is. And she'll point out, it's like, so, as cliche as it is, follow me in and we'll see if we can't get you through without drenching you. I don't know how all of that will react to water.
We should be fine.
Alright.
Everything
And so-
I have is waterproof.
Walk closer to it and kind of like scoop behind the spot, or it's like almost like a shelf. It's kind of pushing water off and they can get in. And following me through, you guys are in a tunnel and that is leading back into it. It's a bit of a cave. Continuing farther in, just point out what you step back there. That's slick. You got away from it once. I don't think you want to push your luck with a second encounter. Okay, so leading you guys farther back into the cave.
Hello?
Matthew,
Bad
you're gone.
That's bad timing.
It is bad timing.
It's almost time to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Discord,
is.
you don't have to hold together too much longer, Discord, okay?
Stay strong. You can do it.
And I'm back.
Hi.
Hello.
My thing keeps crashing when I try to describe stuff.
I know it's bullshit.
Where did I cut off?
We got in the waterfall.
Okay, so you guys got in the waterfall, and about 40 feet back as you all get through, you see, decently lit by like crude torches, is what looks like a very makeshift wall. It's been worked on a lot, but to you guys it's still makeshift because it's made mainly of wood, logs, that kind of thing. It's a gate. Standing at the top are two people. One of them's a human. One of them's what looks to be a Zabrak. And they both have rough bows. They're kind of nice, but they're still just wooden bows, which to you guys is very low tech. And they start to like raise their bow and pull it back before she's like, no, wait. Just open up, we're coming in.
I mean, just as natural instinct would kick in, just without thinking, he would just flick the switch of turning the blaster rifle on, and it would go vroom, and then he would go, wait, no, we're not trying to kill them, and turn it off.
Alright. And you'll start because they're kind of hesitant in lowering the bows, but they do, and eventually turn over and they both grab and start pulling a crank. And it looks like effectively just an old wooden draw up. And it slowly opens. And as it does, you guys walk in. You can walk in, she just looks back and waves her hand again and says, come on, we gotta go talk to an old guy. Menacing, sorry. And walking in, you guys see a very large, spacious cavern. You can guess, looking at it, that a very large chunk of that extra bit you climbed up that's above the plateau, right? The extra bit towards the peak is very hollow. And it's actually very well lit in here due to various cracks up in the sky, up at the roof of the cavern, letting sunlight in. He's like, well, as looking down at all of the small huts, simple huts. Some of them seem to be rough clay bricks. Some of them are just wooden huts. A couple of them is literally just near the edges, literally like teepee style buildings. Welcome to where the rest of us gather. At least those of us here. And it's not a very large, but milling around is a decent. And like I said, milling around, it's decently built. There's a lot of people walking around. Well, I have to remember, a lot for you guys isn't the same for normal. Maybe you'd guess like a small village, small town, not very big, a few hundred people at most. And we will cut it there at that, as it is almost midnight and people need stuff as you enter the village.
Fair.
I was going to go on a longer description, but we can do that next session.
Any closing statements? Are we good for next week?
Everybody, I'm good on my end. As far as I know, anyway. Shit likes to pop up at random times for no reason.
Fair.
What day
Like
is
today,
it?
with Dad going, hey, help me. At 6 o'clock at night.
Yep, I'm good next Saturday.
Any closing statements?
I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm before we leave this.
Not
You're
impossible.
I
welcome.
didn't expect the fruit to be that big of a delay.
We had to fight a character. That it happens.
You're welcome.
Matt,
You're welcome.
but Matt, it's fine. I saved the rest of us time getting down the cliff.
And that saving of time did next to nothing.
No, it did
No,
a lot of
it-
things.
It added fun.
Yeah, it almost got you guys killed.
No, the steak was nice.
So,
You think the steak was the one thing that was going to kill you? It killed you.
so there's
Oh.
nothing else about next week.
Yeah,
Until
as far
next
as I
time.
know.
Yeah, as far
seeing
as
you.
I know, I'm good.
Laters.